So here we are on the Starship Voyager. Magnify. I was actually watching an episode for next week's thing that literally had her say that. Magnify.
18.
On screen. Magnify. Anyways.
17.
I really should be keeping track as we go. For those of you who don't know,
16.
there is a long-standing tradition amongst people who play games of this nature, you know, D&D, tabletop, etc., right?
18.
And that is to not level until the next session after you leveled. Like, to not actually sit down and do it. This isn't me trying to make fun of my sister or anything. This is literally a long-standing tradition. I have actually had several entire sessions burnt just leveling. Like, we all gather together, and then the players level for the next 2-3 hours, and yes, sometimes it takes that long. And then, you know, then we get back
and
to...
then the game is over.
And then the game's over, and we disperse, and we meet next week to actually play. It's quite common.
So frustrating.
It is a little frustrating. No judgment. I mean, I know some people have busy lives, but it is a little frustrating to get together, especially as the GM, because my role in that point is to approve, deny. So I basically should just bring my DS or whatever, just sit there in the corner like, doo-doo-doo. I mean, it's nice to hang out with people. I like social interactions, but, you know, whatever. So my sister is the only one currently still leveling. Sis, could you tilt your camera down a little bit, please?
No, hold on.
She is so intent on leveling. She cannot fix her camera, guys. I'm very sorry. So we're going to start
I
just
was
a little
mathing.
bit. That's
Screw
plenty.
you.
As you can see, she is multitasking. As you can see, her hunter there. You can tell it's a hunter, too, because you can see the pet right next to her. Her character in World of Warcraft there. Which I need to get my card off of that account. We are going to start this session with a bang. By which I mean a willpower save. One of them is Snargs, and one of them is Gnawbones.
Alright. Let me find a d20. There we go.
So...
No, I had one of those.
Roll it! Aw, Gnawbone makes it. Damn, I was really hoping he would lose that one.
I rolled a 43.
Why do I have a skill perform entertainment?
I have this vague recollection of you doing something silly and me granting you skill points in that. Because you were being entertaining.
I don't have any ranks in it.
Well,
Only functions when drunk.
There you go. When you're drunk, you get an automatic plus 20 to your perform entertainment.
Okay.
So
hopefully
Put
that...
a 20 there.
Unfortunately, everyone made their willpower saves. I'm very sad by this.
And drunk.
Wait, she's actually notating it.
When drunk, 20
You can't
bonus.
consume souls, sis, okay? Let's make this clear.
I took that off my thing.
So, you are now on the Maiden's Deceit, April 23rd, 10 a.m. Currently flying south towards the city, the major city in the Osteth Republic known as Tau. And I'm going to go silent because I'm going to be typing for a little bit, trying to look up a couple things. So, feel free to roleplay as is your particular idiom.
3.
I'm thirsty.
Adding. Leave me alone, I'm math.
I was trying
Do
to
you need
figure out
that
how
bring
to
up the
add,
numbers or something?
Shut up.
trying to figure out how to change text in the Google spreadsheet from text to the infinite symbol, but it's not working. So we're headed back to...
Well, we basically did the mission and got out of there so fast, they haven't arrived at their first destination yet.
Right.
So we're going to be along with them for the picking up and dropping off or whatever they're doing here.
Oh, the cargo thing, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need more points, Magus.
By the way, good job on the mission, everyone. That actually went pretty well. No casualties at all.
Yeah, I was surprised.
So was I. That's the GM saying that, not Gnawbone. To make that clear. Gnawbone goes over to Snarg and gives him like a giant bear hug.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Snarg! Oh, it's so good to see you, man. And then he smacks you on the back so hard that you have to actually roll not to get bowled over.
Roll what?
I'm debating.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, let's go with acrobatics. Until I catch yourself.
It's a 22.
Okay, that's enough. So you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You need to stabilize. He's like, God, it's good to see you. What's been up, my noble brother? Have you found us a new home? No, he's not. He's not going to jump in.
Yeah, and then he said no.
And he's like, thank you for getting me out of that hellhole. I'm still stiff. And sir, do you have like what? Where are we? What are we on? What is this?
My airship.
Oh, well,
You have an airship?
Well, I do now.
When did you get an airship, Z?
About a week ago.
You got an airship a week ago? What the hell kind of connections have you got, woman?
Good ones.
Apparently.
Do I still have Kool-Aid?
No. It is a new day. I am terribly sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down to the galley and ask them to fix me some crispy critters.
I was just thinking if they have any.
Well,
I'm pretty sure you can form an addiction to that kind of stuff.
You can. I'm gonna say no, but
Oh, Skype.
if you guys would like to procure the materials to do so at your next port of call, that might be feasible. Just saying, if you want to. So Nabon is super happy to see you guys. He's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah,
great.
we both catch each other up.
Yeah, and he's amazed at all that Snark has accomplished. And when I say amazed, I mean like he is genuinely impressed
You
that
tell
one of
him
his
about
gnolls has
Garland?
accomplished so much. Do you tell him about Garland?
Yeah.
So okay, so there's like the ancient race, which they're called Scions, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Scions. I think I've heard that name before. Scions. And there was this one Scion, and you say he was crazy? Or he was trying to kill everyone? I mean, what? Help me understand, Snar.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah,
Does he cheese on his pizza?
I can say for 100% certainly he genuinely was crazy.
He was crazy. Okay. Explains everything. This is good pizza. My compliments to your chef.
Well, I don't think we actually make pizza here. I don't know where you found that, but okay.
It just appeared.
Yeah.
It's like this pizza was just on the ground. So he will catch you up briefly. He actually can't tell you that much. And he'll be like, look, I'd love to tell you what I've been in, but I'm kind of like the general now. Like the top. I'm the supreme commander of the Al Jalima military right now. You know, there's no one above me except for the governor, and he's not a military. You see where I'm going with this. So I've been kind of in charge of everything, so I can't tell you a lot. I'd love to tell you. I mean, there was this one time, oh god, and we were out there, and it was so close, and I nearly died, but then the dice was a 20. It was insane. But either way.
I gotta tell you, I did meet a whole bunch of other Wildpaw a little while back, and I'll go into detail about how we met them on that one, the cell. And they were working on doing that stuff with...
Well, what the hell, Sam? Wait a minute. Which clan did you say those goblins were from?
I probably have to look that up.
Death Touch.
Yes, Death Touch, because I have that noted down here.
Okay. Don't worry about them. They're allies. They're
Really?
good folks. They're
Is
good
Gavis
folks.
with them?
Oh yeah. Gavis has been head of Death Touch since before I was born.
What are they doing?
Uh-huh.
You don't know.
They're good people though. Don't fret over it. Don't fret.
Okay, because Gavis seems to have his hand in a lot of the Illuvian stuff right now.
You know how goblins are. They just like to...
Okay.
I don't get it either. So, I gotta say, I could really use a good meal other than this mystery
Listen,
pizza.
we'll get a good meal, but once you get back, you got to see the mountain fortress, or what's going to be it.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys actually... Where'd you get, like, the resources to build a mountain fortress? I mean...
Yeah.
A favor? Who the hell? Oh, right,
We'll just say there's a bunch of lycanthropes building it, and we'll leave it at that.
You guys are in with the Daracost? Okay. Shark, buddy. Daracost are bad news. Lycanthropes are worse news, okay? They literally could go there and just, like, eat you or kill you rip you apart or tear your soul out to use it in one of their, to fuel their machines. And they do it like apologize. That's the worst part. They'd be like, I'm so sorry, I have to kill you. And they'd mean it. You don't want to hang out with people like that, okay? That's just wrong.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I used to be hanging out with one, but now I'm not any longer.
Oh my god, get away from me! Holy crap, I wonder what that smell was.
He hasn't
cat.
bathed since then.
Why haven't you bathed, Starg? Haven't you been keeping up your etiquette?
Yes, I have.
What
there's
would smell
one
great
woman-
on you is like some blueberry or blackberry scent, I know this place in the show. They do
Yeah,
these
we've
scents,
visited.
right?
I've been there. Yeah, it smell. Got it there. Smell like waffles or something like that.
Waffles. I like the sound of that. Where's the communicator on this ship? I gotta get some waffle scent.
You can ask.
You just
the
shout
person.
really loud.
Blackberry water. I actually have cherry water today.
I just thought it was amusing since you just mentioned it. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, hey.
All right, I got to fix this Skype. This is giving me a headache.
Okay. We'll sit here for a moment.
Just
I mean,
minimize
you can
it.
still keep going. It just every time somebody else talks, it's like, hey, I bet you want to look at them really big. Skips everything around.
Isn't that like dynamic view or something?
No, because it's I switched to dynamic view and then back to this,
No, weird.
and or whatever it was called. I don't know. There's a certain way that you can drag the windows around. I know I've fixed it before, but
Just don't look at the window. That's what I do.
there's like this 2x2 pixel area I can drag the boxes into that'll fix it. Just have to
Wow.
find it.
Okay.
This just reminds me of playing around with computers when I was really young and I didn't know any about it. I just clicked on random stuff until something worked.
Hey, it worked. Thank God.
What'd you do? Oh,
I clicked stuff. The
All
true
right,
battle cry.
maybe that'll work.
Talk, 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 talk.
Talk, talk.
talk, talk.
Talk, talk. I'm talking in the rain.
Just smack you.
I will ask him if he wants to. I know he's general of the Al-Jalima military and all that sort of stuff, but on his spare time, he wants.
Spare time. This is his in-character reaction. He's like, Snarg, I love you, buddy. I really do, but I'm kind of running a war here. I've got obligations.
Let me finish.
All right.
I said, if on any of your troops' spare time, if they want to happen to come over to the training facility at the mountain and on their own private time, hint, 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 get in some training there and whatnot, they're more than welcome. Officially on their own private time. Basically, I'm offering, say, if you want to train your troops there, that's fine.
Well, and if any of those troops just happen to engage in some mercenary actions, it's just accidental, right?
Oh, yeah.
Incidental, I suppose I should say.
Yeah.
They're just picking up a couple extra coins on their way home.
Yeah, that's all that is. You amuse me, Snarg.
If it happened to benefit the Al-Jalima military, I mean, it was merc work, so.
Well, if you want, there is an alternative.
What's that?
I mean, we could use a good wet ops crew. If you're interested, maybe.
Well, we're still building up our force. Like, the people you see here are literally, well, most of the people we have. Then
There's
again,
only one that's not here.
Yeah. Then again, we've been building it for, 3-4 days?
Well, about a week, if you include.
Bless
Pleasure.
you. I like how they can hear you on my mic. Or maybe they can see you.
I just saw him sneeze. I didn't actually hear anything.
Yeah. So,
But no, I'd be happy to help you out with any work that you might have. What work is it called?
I might have a piece or two to toss your way. One or two, you understand. Nothing severe.
You do know that his work is going to be involving the war and picking a side. And
It'll
such.
involve the war and joining Al-Jalima like a good Knoll should.
We're already all Jalima citizens.
That's true.
That's just incidental.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to minimize this. I can't fix it.
That sucks.
I'm not even looking at mine. I've got the little pop-up window, and that's it.
Damn it. Just need... So, what's gonna happen here is... okay, can anyone think of any type of fantasy city that has a very Egyptian-style architecture? A lot of angular lines and stuff like that.
Just look up Egyptian.
Yeah, I tried that
City.
first. And then I tried the Necrons from Warhammer 40k, which there's like so little pictures of their buildings. Then I tried the Brotherhood of Nod from Command and Conquer, and there's so little pictures of their buildings.
Egyptian style?
Sort of. I mean, there is obviously I cannot draw, and therefore cannot get the exact aesthetic I want. So I am willing to make do
With the
Anyways.
Egyptians.
with the Egyptians.
I don't know.
No offense to my Egyptian viewers. I actually find your architecture fascinating. Well, whatever, I'll keep looking. So, at about this point, the sniper will holster her crossbow, walk up to Snarg and say, "So, how'd I do, boss?"
Good. I mean, you did exactly what you were supposed to.
Okay.
You covered our retreat and took down a couple of them while we got there, and we all got out without.
She's looking
Well-
for her paycheck.
I can't give her the. I don't have it in my pocket.
No, but I do.
I mean, if she wants her paycheck, then the accountant will probably be the best one to talk to.
Oh, I'll go talk to Mock then. He's a good sort. He's the accountant for everything, I'm told.
Yeah, for right now.
So it's going to be about. I actually had this number memorized and now it's gone. It's okay, I have the map right here. You're here, and you're going there. So you got about 16 hours of flight time left. What'd you like to do?
I'm going to ask Tatasi if I can work on her crossbow.
Oh, there you go. Well, we already did the rolls for that. So she acquiesces. And you wander off for...
Several hours.
Let's see how many hours it takes you to do this. 7. So Guido is in a communicado for 7 hours. What about the other two?
I have no clue. I hadn't thought about what I was going to do for that time.
Well, there's a couple of things it could do. I know what I can do. I'm going to... Let me see. Erg has been the one that's been doing a lot of the recruiting and helping with it, right? Well, along the way, we're going to put together a plan to perhaps pick up some people in the town we're going to. Some more recruits.
Okay. This is feasible. So, now that we're back, Snarg is going to go ahead and be resting, recouping, along with his troops.
Yeah, I'm probably going to nap.
She's going to nap for half a day. Guido, we already know your modifications are a success to her sniper bolt. Or her sniper bow.
It's the reload thing, if I remember correctly.
That is my memory as well. So, woo! She now has basically a faster rate of fire. Which is ironic. But still very useful. And so, let's say you get a little bit further in, and then, without any real warning, basically everyone on the ship just kind of feels this wave of familiar scanniness going over the entire ship. And we're going to change this here, because it is now... It's about 5 p.m. now. The sun is setting because it's weird. So the whole ship's being scanned.
I'm going to head down to the brig.
The brig?
The brig.
Not the brig. I don't know why I said that. The bridge.
I'm turning myself in.
I'm sorry!
I'm heading down to the bridge.
Okay.
And
Captain,
I'm going to ask Craig what's scanning us.
Captain, near as I can tell, we just got a big ping. I haven't sent out scans yet. Been waiting for the captain and other orders, sir. Ma'am, sir. Sir, ma'am.
Well, who's scanning us?
Alright, let me activate. It's obviously military, I can tell you that right now. Oh my god!
What?
Oh, wow, that is a beast of a ship. That is the largest ship I have ever seen, ma'am.
Okay. Any idea whose it is?
Yeah, that is the carrier flagship Bahamut of the Osteth Republic.
Oh. Well, get on the intercom. Captain, Lord, Captain, please report to the bridge.
And then we will pause because the Lord Captain's in the bathroom.
I'm suddenly hearing Scotty's voice. I'm peeing as fast as I can, Captain.
You are the captain.
She can't take much more. She's gonna blow. We've got a coolant leak.
Okay, that's it. You all just lost a level.
I wasn't
Yay.
participating in this.
You had proximity.
How did I have proximity? One's in Washington and one's in Georgia.
That's on the same planet. Yeah, that's even on the same country. My gosh, man. So, got him to the bridge.
No, that's not what I said. What I said is, Captain, Lord Captain, please report to the bridge. We're being scanned by the Bahamut.
So yeah, if I'm done with the
If he's
Oh, yeah.
done
the
peeing.
bow
done.
work,
You're done peeing on the crossbow.
okay.
Establish
Upgraded.
dominance.
Nope, not
Yeah.
going to go there.
Yeah, let's just stop there. Let's just stop that one right there. Certain times you see the continuation of the joke and you know it is time to cease.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if I'm done with the working on the bow, I'll immediately respond on my way. If I had already been done with the bow, I was assuming I was either en route or already on the bridge.
Let's
so
say,
depending on where it is, the time frame.
Given how many hours I told you that took, let's say this happens like
7.
when you're finishing up.
Okay.
Like you're, and then, you know. So,
All right. So I'll respond to the intercom on my way.
Then you get there.
Captain on deck.
Should we hail them?
Carry on.
Weapons are ready, sir. Although I gotta warn
We
you.
are not going to fire upon it.
I gotta warn you.
stupid.
If the Bahamut engages us, they will destroy us, probably in about 1 round. I mean, 6 seconds, sir. Lord Captain, sir.
Holster the weapons. Don't
Holster-
even bother.
Here are the weapons.
Whatever.
Well, no. Okay. For my viewers who watch Babylon 5, that's a significant thing. Especially when it comes to space fights.
How do you holster a weapon?
The turrets can be withdrawn behind the armor plating, and it usually is done so when they're just traveling or whatever to save energy and resources, right? Having the weapons out can mean things culturally and tactically.
So why did we have the weapons out if we were?
Because you were like, oh my god, there's a ship! And that's all you knew. So it's standard
So-
policy to immediately get the weapons out to be ready to fire.
Right. And so this way it has the significance of we are not aggressive.
Not a threat.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's you. Sheath weapon.
Right. What is their stance?
Well, sir, I haven't seen any fighters hit the skies yet, so I think
It's
we're good
a carrier.
for now. Yeah, it's a carrier.
Well,
It's the only carrier. You would know about the Snow Guido in character.
right, yeah.
You would know about the carrier.
Do I know who her captain is?
I don't know who the captain is. Hang on.
No.
Let's make up someone. There you go.
Bobby McBobbinson.
You know, I just got to say, and this is just kind of sidetrack. One cool thing about the 5th edition DM screen is that they actually have a random name generator on it.
Ah!
It's like you literally roll a d20 for a first name, then last name, then you've got a name, and a profession, and what they're doing there, etc., etc.
Nice.
Impressive.
It's actually very nice.
Come on, let me type. There we go. You don't know this name, I'm just coming up with one.
Okay. Well, if I don't know the name, then there's no need for me to wait for it. So they've scanned us, but they're not threatening. So
They have not sent fighter airships out.
Yes, they have not killed you yet.
right. So
We should
standard
perhaps
operating procedure
hail them?
is well. That's the question. Is standard operating procedure to hail another ship, or is it only if you have business or a
Well-
need to hail them?
I would
Well-
assume that
Yeah.
we should hail them and be like, "Hey, we are the Maiden's Deceit, a new merchant ship
Who's
with
not-
these trying
just say-
times. We've been equipped with moderate defensive capabilities, but we're here on trade as a show of, a goodwill. We've, holstered
That is
said
true.
weapons. Now that we're inside friendly territory, we request permission to continue on to the city of Blah. I don't remember where we were going.
Tau.
To collect supplies. Now, what were you going to say, Magus, when I so boldly interrupted?
I was just going to point out a couple things, like the fact that you're a advanced ship of unknown make, not flying any colors in wartime, entering another nation's airspace.
So, hailing might be advised.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot that we were not flying colors. That is significant.
It
so, yeah. Okay. So yeah. We don't have a communications officer.
Why is this here?
I can do it. I think I can roll deception against people.
You don't
don't
need to
recall.
lie in this case. I just
Yeah, we
feel
don't.
like pointing out.
I can roll diplomacy against people over the
I
call.
can roll the-
So would the navigations and operations officer be communications?
Usually
Oh.
is.
Okay.
The
So
skeleton crew like you've got.
okay. Tyrannus of Lightmane, hailing frequencies.
Aye, sir. That's-
That just sounds so weird.
Well, okay. Let's explain this because this actually hasn't come up yet. Airships, normally, airships that are equipped with this technology, because it's not all of them, basically have the ability to send out what is effectively a burst, and that's a message. It's not actually like view screen on kind of a situation. It's more like we send you a message, you send one back. We send you one, you send one back.
So,
There
it's
are
a text message system. for
Basically.
voices.
Now, the problem with this technology, and this has been a thing of concern lately, is it's a burst. I'm not going to describe it technically. It's a burst in all directions. So you send out this burst. Anyone who has
Broadcast
to,
all.
yeah. If anyone nearby has the equipment to receive it, they will receive this message. Now, obviously, this means, in certain military things, they just encrypt messages, and then everyone gets the encrypted message.
Encrypted. And
But,
only the people that have the code can.
theoretically open it, yeah. But I just a little bit of a heads up on how this works.
I don't think in this particular instance we care if anybody else hears.
Probably not. Or do you? Because there's that cloaked ship behind you.
That's been trying ineffectively to get stuff.
Yes.
Wait, no, they're at Tufa, aren't they?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the cloaked ship isn't here. So, what would you have us say, Captain? And or anyone else?
I was going to say, you could just say what I said earlier.
Essentially, that's what it's going to be.
Wait,
Alright.
wait. I put more points in the knowledge politics.
Yes!
Okay.
He is average knowledge politics now.
I advise. Oh, that 29. Okay.
29. Ooh.
I
Okay.
will. Can I advise?
Wait, assist,
let's
31.
Okay. Go ahead and assist.
I don't have my dices. Where did my dices go? What did you do with my dice? Oh, there they are. Why did you move my dice? They were on my desk.
Jaina. See, I take care of a 2-year-old, and that means the 2-year-old needs to be, like, here, and they need to be there, and so whenever they're there, it needs to be there, and that's why I moved your dice.
Were you watching, waiting for me to put my thing back on?
A little bit, yeah.
No, not at all.
Anyone would feel free
Do I need to bring my dice down there with me this weekend, Marshall?
No.
Okay.
See, that was the wrong answer, because she was asking if you wanted to participate in an interactivity with her, and you just said no.
No, I
What is
wasn't.
it?
I was asking if we were going to be doing anything that would require dice.
Exactly.
I'm well above a 15.
Okay. Is everyone just assisting with knowledge politics, or is anyone adding diplomacy to the mix? You can pick
I
one or the
will
other.
add diplomacy to the
One or the
mix.
other.
Oh. Well, can I apply my 17 that I just rolled to my diplomacy?
I could
Okay.
potentially
That's
assist.
well above a
Boost.
15.
One knowledge politics boost, and what's Guido
Oh,
doing?
I don't assist in diplomacy because I rolled bad.
You can only do one or the other. Is
Yeah,
what
you're doing.
Magus said.
Oh, okay.
You're
Well, yeah,
doing the
but
politics.
Mr. Political
Z.
Officer.
Hold on. Go ahead and apply yours to the politics. I don't have politics, so I'll do the diplomacy.
Did you roll above a 15?
Yes, I did. I've
Okay.
got a.
So 2 to politics and 1 to diplomacy.
2-2 politics.
Which is good, because I rolled a 5.
Well, I already told him what to say.
Yeah, word choice. Okay. That is high enough with everyone assisting. So they send off a burst message, and there's a little bit of a pause. And then a burst message comes back which says, "Hold your position, please."
Okay.
Yay, inspection!
Would anyone like to roll knowledge politics?
Yes.
Although-
Sure.
Snarg, would you like to roll knowledge politics?
Oh, that sucked.
Guido,
fif-
would you like to roll knowledge politics?
I got a
rolled an
15. I got a
I got
15.
an 18.
Neither of those are enough.
I will roll knowledge politics
Wait,
again.
assist! 20.
Whatever. No.
Oh, you know what?
I-
Oh,
All right.
wait. No, I have an idea. I have a thing. Did I get the
What?
thing? I did not get the thing.
Guido, would you like to roll knowledge
Use an action
politics?
point.
No.
Use an action point. Use an action point. Use an action point.
Oh, I can do that. I haven't done that. That's a D6 or a D8 or a D what?
D6.
Add a d6 to your roll.
Okay. So I rolled an 18. That makes that a 22.
Okay, that is enough. Z, you've only been to the Osteth Republic a few times, but you're well aware of the fact that their military is ridiculously stringent. They do not take guff from anything for any reason. They're very by the books, and they're that way for a reason, because the whole reason the Osteth military exists is to protect them from the massive number of wild beasts and monsters and horrible creatures that exist in the Osteth mountain range. You know, they don't fight against other people that are bandits or whatnot. That's like the uncommon thing. They fight every single day to keep the populace safe, right? Now, that being added, if they are telling you that you need to stop moving further into their territory, that is as much of a nicety as you will ever get.
So they're telling me to stop moving into their territory, as in, if we move into their territory, they're going to consider it an act of war, or they're telling me not to move into their territory because there's something going on over there and it might hurt us.
Well, hang on. The other thing is, based on the current circumstances and your role, you can also tell right now that it is incredibly likely that they are deciding what to do with you.
Okay.
And so if you comply, you're probably fine, because they tend to be rather honorable folk overall. If you do not comply, they will destroy you. Or try.
Guido, tell everybody to sit still.
Erg
If they don't, they're going to blow us up.
I'll stop.
I'll stop, sir. Beep, beep, boop. Magnify. Oh, sorry. Couldn't resist.
That
on
man
the
is
main
over there
viewer.
picking his teeth.
Are you going to keep scans going?
Well, I mean,
No.
you have to have scans going to be able to see, so...
That's different. I mean, scans.
No, once we identify the ship and who and what they are, and they're communicating back,
Do we have to
I
have
would-
scans going to be able to receive the message?
No, not the big ones. To make this clear, your passive scanning is totally different. It's like on a different level entirely. The active scanning is the thing that if you do it, they will know it's there, and it will give you the amount of dust molecules that are on their right finger.
I don't think we need that level of scanning right now.
Right.
Also known as military-grade scanning is the latter. Just about every airship, and indeed a lot of ground ships and buildings and fortresses and whatnot, have the more passive scanning, which is basically a pretty advanced form of radar.
Would the passive scanning have been enough to identify their ship?
Probably not.
Okay.
Not without some additional info or getting closer, because this ship is miles out right now. They probably saw you enter their airspace somehow. That's also worth noting. Because Guido would know this especially, but Z would know this too, and maybe even Snarg if he rolls knowledge politics higher than a 15.
That's 27.
Okay, Snarg has heard many stories about how the Osteth are infamous for having one airship.
I just want to say this. I love how our political officer spent basically his entire life in Stonehold, separate from the politics of the rest of the world.
He
No.
heard things, man. He
Like
Details.
I started in Stonehold. Stonehold's a big trade hub, right?
No.
Somewhat. Yeah, it is. People go in there and trade. That's where like the
The
undermarket was.
undermarket trades.
And then he traveled south for
And they
a
didn't
while.
even, Stonehold didn't even know the undermarket existed either. It was still rumored in Stonehold.
And anyway,
hang on. What I like to think of it as is that Snarg worked as a I forget what it's called, busboy.
oh,
No,
like
no.
a local country club.
Yeah, at a local country club. And tons and tons of people from like everywhere would come in there and get really, really drunk and just ramble stuff. And Snarg would listen. And he'd be like, oh, okay.
There you go.
So that's how the Osteth
But
Republic
some of
works.
what he learned was just nothing.
Yep.
I should add a modifier. Like, +8 to knowledge politics. However, 50% of the time, you're just wrong.
Like even if you get the roll right.
Even if you get the roll, you're just wrong. I'm not going to do that to you. But I like that
I don't
idea
know. That
a
plus
lot.
8 is an interesting bonus.
I like that idea. I'm
If
going to
you
use
roll-
that somewhere. Yeah, I'd even make like a
Every
+10.
time you roll knowledge
It's-
politics, you have to roll like a D10 or whatever. And if it's a 1 on the D10 when you roll it, or a 3 or whatever, you're just wrong.
Yep.
no,
Sorry.
I won't do that.
It is clever. Mean, but clever.
Light blue or light purple,
Purple. So,
or both.
a few minutes pass. Are you guys going to be doing anything for a few minutes? I'll just go ahead.
No, I'm just going to sit here.
Is anyone tense?
Tense?
Yes.
Well, as tense as you are when there's airships facing down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ridiculously
I
tense.
basically,
Got it.
I basically just went down to my room and I'm like, I want to lock the door.
No, basically, he's just standing on the bridge, just continuously looking at the airship.
We can't look at the airship. There's no
No,
windows.
you've got a vague image on the display screen. It is vague because you only did the one active scan.
I'll be in my ready room.
We don't have one yet, sir.
They'll be in where the ready room is going.
That empty room
Exactly.
we used last time.
I'm gonna go into this empty room and just
Yeah,
Stare at
exactly.
the wall.
about
These
15
are what-
minutes. About 15 minutes pass, and then another big ol' active scan vibrates through the ship. Stays there for a while, like 30 seconds. Which anyone who knows knowledge engineering,
Yay!
You need
I'll
a
just
roll.
ask communications officer.
Mine was crap.
Sorry,
That's
looking
an
at,
11. Oh, wait, no, that's a 14. Sorry, I looked at it and thought it was a 4. That's a 25. Wait, no, that's wrong. Where's engineering? That's a 21. I was looking
30.
at knowledge politics.
okay, Guido got the high enough.
I have a plus 20.
Yeah. Guido, you are well aware of the fact. Wait, hang on. You have a plus 20, and with the D4, you. Okay, anyways. Guido, you are
You
well
rolled
aware.
crap.
You are aware of the fact that active scans, military scans, I'm just going to start calling them that. Military scans are. Basically, it's the longer it is maintained, the more info you get. Like what you guys did, for example, was standard procedure, which I didn't even ask you if you wanted to do. I probably should have, which is basically a flash. You know, just a few seconds of. That's also what you got hit with earlier. This
I wanted to know
30,
who it
40
was.
second scan means they're really analyzing the exact composite level of molecules in your hull. You know, they're really looking at you here. And after about a minute of that passes, I'm never going to finish that carrot. You get a message back that says, "Please state your current destination and
I already gave
intended."
them my current destination.
Uh,
I requested permission to go to the city of whatever.
oh, that's right. You said whatever, which is why I didn't process it.
I don't know what it's called.
Tau,
There you go.
the major city of Tau.
And I told them why we were here, too.
In that case, we'll skip to the third part of the message, which is, does the Maiden's Deceit support any side of the war,
No.
given your Knoll compliment?
I thought we decided that they were dwarves. We only have one knoll on board, right?
3 that I know
Two.
of.
Oh, and we have
Yeah.
Gnawbone.
Yeah.
But they know who Gnawbone is.
They know everything about him biologically and molecularly.
And we've
Yeah,
got a
but can you
deckhand that's a
tell?
knoll.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you had a deckhand who was a Knoll, too. Hence the 3.
Oh, so we have 3.
And I could, let's do that random roll that we keep doing. For,
Well, one of them is a dwarf.
Yeah, one of them's a dwarf. We already decided that. So, nope, no Knolls on your squad. Sorry, Snarg.
Oh. Well, you take what you can get, I guess. Die, laser chicken.
What?
Killing a laser chicken.
Why are you killing that poor laser chicken?
Trust me, that is not a poor laser chicken. I hate that laser chicken.
I
So
got
what do
my
you
first
guys-
garrison raid.
Nice. What are you guys doing? Seriously.
Well, I'm not in charge of communications. But I'd assume, we just tell them. No reason really not to.
No, we're not on any side of the war. Because we're not. That's not even a deceiving thing. We rescued a personal family friend of one of the crew members. That does not put us on a side of the war.
No.
So I guess our response would be, we are independent.
All right. You send the burst message back. After a few minutes, you get another reply saying, "You have been granted temporary permission to dock at the city of Tau," which does have an airship dock. All Logian major cities have an airship dock. You will be inspected as soon as you land. I guess that's kind of it. So, you're free to go about your business, sirs and ma'ams.
All right, I guess that's that.
Oh, let's go. Captain?
Sorry, I'm looking something up here.
Capitan.
Lord Captain?
Come on. Load.
So I just picture that message coming back, and then Erk or Erg or whatever our little dude's name is, first officer, is just like, Captain. Captain, orders, Captain. And Guido's just like,
Well, wow, PAX South is this weekend.
Yep, it is. And I checked, there's no acquisitions in game.
Ah, I was just about to look that up. Damn it.
Yeah, it's not until the PAX Prime,
That's
at least
not-
according to the schedules,
Okay, whatever.
which is
if
in, like,
there
September.
was, I can see it now, Marshall would be like, we're staying up so we can watch the thing.
Yes, you would.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be staying up too. I just would be in a different area than you.
So I'm sorry. You said we were going to be inspected, and my brain heard Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant, injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected.
Wow. Is that your response to the Bahamut?
No, it's just this. Sorry, tangent. I had to. If I didn't look it up and actually get it right, it would have bugged me until we finished.
Oh, I understand. I'm weird. Whenever I hear that, I think of when you least expect it, you're elected. Don't even ask why. So, you make it to Tau, you land, you are immediately boarded by Lugian soldiers.
We have nothing to hide.
They scan your ship, inside and out, they find nothing. Because you have nothing to hide. They leave. You're now in the major city of Tau, which I don't have an image for yet, so we're going to go to black.
While we are here, I am going to, who would I, normally I would ask the political officer, but
Still can.
who do I need to ask on how, one of the crew members, to go find out what the necessary procedures are to get us permissions that aren't temporary to trade and such whatnot here?
There's very likely to be, no, I want this to be a coastal city. I suddenly can't think of the title. Dockmaster? Is that right? Fleet Master?
Sorry,
something
for
like
what?
that? For someone who's portside, who handles, like visas, tariffs, that kind of thing, allowances of foreign ships.
I think it's Dockmaster. That sounds right.
I think it is Dockmaster. Anyway, so there's probably going to be a Dockmaster. Lord knows that, since we're on camera for the moment, Lord knows that the...
Oh, I have, if we're off
Osta-
camera, I have more pictures for you.
Well, no, we're on camera. So, allow me to get this tidbit out, and then we'll go off camera. The Osteth Republic is probably one of the largest advocates of airship technology in the world, despite the fact that their military fleet consists of one ship. The fact that that one ship was able to go from wherever it was to intercept you guys in what was probably a few minutes says something. Every one of their cities, every one of their major cities has airship docks. They've been in operations to get a lot of the non-major cities have airship docks. They have been producing airships and trying to deliberately take a loss, which the government has been eating as part of a program lately, in order to make airship production cheaper, so that more merchant companies, more businesses,
Like
more
us.
corporations like you guys can purchase airships and use them and just basically shoving them into day-to-day life like that.
I want
this-
those engines.
It's maybe worth mentioning. This is probably a good place to get the airship upgraded or retrofitted or whatnot while we're here.
There's basically only one other spot that is feasible to do so that you know about, and that would be Glendon Wood.
Well, let's go ahead and get it done here because we're here now.
Well, Tau
So-
itself is not the best place to do that. That would actually be... probably... Well, if you could afford it, Linvek Tukal, the actual capital of the Osteth Republic, would be the place. However, Lynn, which is just east of you, it's actually not that far off, would be a good follow-up.
How much estimation of what it would cost to do that kind of thing?
Guido has notes as far as airship upgrade costs.
Guido, consult your notes. Let's see if we have
Oh,
the
hang on,
money
hang
to
on.
upgrade something.
I have upgrade costs too. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming we want to go faster first.
Now, okay, I made this clear a while ago, but to reiterate, because Lord knows not everyone remembers everything, including myself. If you're upgrading your engines, you're replacing them. So there is, in other words, to make it blunt, there is no upgrading engines. There's only getting a new engine that is better. Okay.
Does that mean we can sell the current engines for
Yes,
a bit?
it does.
Okay.
But the point is, if you get a new engine and it's slightly better, then if you want to upgrade in the future, you're going to have to do this all over again. So, obviousness is obvious.
Yes. So, to upgrade a decent amount,
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
how much is a lot?
Okay, so if this math is still correct,
Which I believe
it's 100. It's 120,000 gold for the base.
3, 4. Yep, that's right.
So the base speed is 120,000,
Yeah, that's one
That's
engine.
what we have currently.
and
You have slightly better than that.
we have slightly better than that. Each piston is 8,000 with a max of 6. We are currently a 0.9 rating with 3 pistons. Which is 1 point above the slowest. Each point upgrade doubles the multiplier for the cost.
No, I just want to know how much it cost.
To do
A lot.
I need to
Okay,
know
okay,
a number
okay.
to see if we have enough money to upgrade the engines.
So, if we wanted to go to a 0.3,
Oh, God.
no, because I wrote this down.
Okay.
You actually gave me a number to go to a 0.3. It's 15.36 million.
15.
Now, that is the best engines that exist to buy. There is
And that's
nothing
why you
better.
gave me that number.
Yeah. That's like owning your own supersonic jet. Except they don't make those anymore, which just makes my point. Or your own space station. That might be equivalent.
Which is 153 RIT.
Oh, God.
We don't have that much RIT. So, what I need you to do is do the math and tell me what it'll cost to upgrade us to, we're a 0.9. What would it take to upgrade us to a 0.7?
Okay. This is something that's going to take planning. I think we should do this out of game. Do it in like a campfire or something.
Okay.
Because really, I mean, we've got to get a couple more rooms, like the ready room, some more deck upgrades. We may want to look at some more hard points, some weapon upgrades, and the engines. That's going to be a lot of discussion and a lot of math. I don't think we should do that during the game itself.
Okay.
Up to you guys.
I mean, if you guys
Sure.
want to, then we can. I mean, I'm all for that planning stuff.
Well, this thing thus far has basically been a, hey, we're in transition, which is what a campfire is. So,
Okay. Well,
shrug on my response.
Well, I do have things planned for you in the city if you'd like to think about that as well.
Marshall?
I think doing all the detail work for the upgrades and stuff probably would be something better served for off camera. I mean, we've got other things we can do in the meantime. That'd probably be a little more exciting on camera.
You know, he broadcasts all of our campfires, right?
And that's fine. I mean, if we want to record it, I don't have a problem with that. But I think for the current game, let's put aside the campfire thing, and do that after, or
Okay.
you're gonna have to go to work, so
Yeah,
do
I
it,
very likely won't have time to.
maybe we could do something this weekend, or
I have a 6-hour drive ahead of me on tomorrow.
well, we can figure out something, not tonight to plan that.
Okay.
That's my vote.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, while we are here and while they're doing the unloading and all the trading stuff that they had planned, was going to go ahead and enact my previous plan of trying to do some recruitment for Plug Flocks while I'm here, along with
I'm gonna go
Eric, unless
shopping.
he has to go and look at stuff.
I want some new shoes with lots
I
of
don't
sequins
have any
that-
gear.
That has now, as a reminder, thanks to the new economy, the absolute best you will find in City is +4 equivalent.
I didn't say I was going to go shopping for the pre-made gear. I was probably going to go look up a weaver.
Okay. Weaving has also kind of gotten harder retroactively as a result of that. For the same reason, really. If weaving wasn't more difficult, then there's no reason to have, not have really good gear in the markets, right? Sense make?
Yes, but
Okay.
My wireless headset can almost pick up a spoon. Actually,
Wow.
yay.
Okay, so let's do Snarg first. Snarg, okay, let's describe Tau a little bit. By which I mean, let's go to black so I could get an image up on my friggin' screen. There we go, we have a picture. Yay! So, you're in the great farming city, aquatic city of Tau. It is interlaid with long walkways, lots of green, lots of water, lots of farmland is being used even in the city. There's actually layers of farmland around and on the structures that people use to walk and live in and whatnot. This isn't surprising, of course, to Guido, who is from the Tau region. He knows that the Tau region is most known as the breadbasket of the Osteth Republic, and indeed is responsible for about 90%, if not more, of all the food products and other similar things that come from animals, plants, etc., that the entire Republic uses, and exports for that matter. They are damned good at what they do. Very efficient, very lots of angles, lots of sharp angles and rough edges in their style. That's just done deliberately. That's always been the Lugian style, very Egyptian. And there's airships here and there going through the sky, which is, I only mention because it's kind of unusual to see airships as a commonality anywhere except for Glendenwood and occasionally Holtberg. So just seeing random, civilian airships in the sky is quite unusual. The airship dock is, of course, rather large, has room for your ship, so no problems there. You dock, you pay the fee, which I'm not even going to make you think about right now, after you're inspected. And you head out into the city, and Snarg, you immediately realize that the best place, per your consultation with Erg, to try and recruit someone would probably to be go and head towards the actual the civilian center proper, which is where things like the library, the local, not temples, places of peace, I don't know what to call that, respite areas, there we go, are that kind of thing. There's going to be a lot of people there, and a lot of people there for a lot of different reasons, and you're more likely to find someone who is interested in a job there than, say, going to the merchant district, where you're going to find people who are interested in buying and selling.
Okay.
And if you go to the military district, you're probably going to be turned away from it.
Right. Hey, I want to recruit some of your soldiers. Right. So I will head to the respite areas.
Okay. So you get there. Are you taking Erg with you?
Unless he has other matters to attend to on the airship, then I would request it comes.
So Erg is going to say to both the Master and the Lord Captain, Sirs, is there anything else you wish of me to do?
Erg is our first mate.
First officer and navigation officer. He's the pilot.
Oh, you know what? And if if our sniper and our geomancer, and I can't see their names because Skype screen is covering it, want to come along as well and help look over the people, they're more than welcome to come as too.
Well, you're the boss. We'll come along.
Plus, it'd probably look better if there was actually people with B2. They're already part of the
One
team.
Knoll is like, you want to join my company? So, okay. So you head out. We're going to do a couple of dice rolls to get some grunts, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, basically looking for a new squad, essentially.
Yeah, go ahead and do a... Let's start with an awareness roll.
Okay.
And I will try to assist you with both of them. I will fail miserably on the Geomancer.
I
Wow.
hope the sniper can auto-make this.
Well, she auto-makes this, but I rolled a 3.
Oh, well, that's...
God.
Alright, before any assistance, I have a 40.
Well, that gets you the bonus.
Okay.
Especially with the assistance. So you're going through. We'll get to the bonus in a moment. You're going through, and it turns out that as you're going through, you notice something unusual. There's a decent number. I mean, like, let's say 10% of the people here are not Lugian. Or Gnome. Not Lugian, not Gnome, and not Mite, which are the 3 primary races of the Iceth Republic, right? A lot of elves, actually. A lot of elves, a lot of dwarves, a lot of Eluvian races in general. Some half-elves who are half Lugian. So you just kind of notice that, and when you get to that area, you notice there's a lot of those, and a lot of those people are literally there looking for a job, because it's not uncommon for that to be where you go to do that sort of thing, especially in a major city like this. So you actually find quite a few people, most of which are Eluvian races. In fact, all of them are.
Okay.
However, because you rolled so well, we will determine how many...
Have you rolled to see who runs into you-know-who?
Yep.
Who is
it?
Oh.
So, you will be getting a granted... Oh my, you rolled very well. Let's just round this up. Let's say you take your time. I'm going to assume this. You may tell me that you hate me and you do not want to take your time if you wish.
No, we're going to be here for a while, and I don't want to rush drop this.
Let's go ahead and give you a full 14 squad members then.
Oh, okay.
So 14 grunts have joined Bloodfox. Feel free to notate this.
What specialization are they? Because I know you said there was several.
They're random. They'll be determined later.
Okay.
Because we have a couple other things to settle first. While you're going through you literally are going through, and you notice in one of the areas there's a dwarf just kind of hanging out, enjoying a nice sandwich, Lugian sandwich with Lugian salt, of course. But he's a dwarf, so he can handle it. And he's just really chowing down. He looks really content and peaceful, and nothing seems to be bothering him. And something about his appearance is just niggling you, and it takes you a moment, and then you realize you recognize that dwarf. That's Ogren.
Of...
I don't remember. Hang on, what was his name? I might have it written down in my names thing. Anyways, he was the accountant for the exchange.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he ran into them? I thought you said we were running into...
You'll see.
Okay.
It will all be made clear, and then explosions will happen. Here is Ungren of Anvilmar.
Okay.
He's just enjoying his meal. He hasn't spotted you yet.
All right. Well, I'm assuming
I
this
would
is...
have told you that last time I was there, the exchange was empty.
You did tell them
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was
I was-
reminding him that I told him that.
I'm assuming this is at the end of the recruitment period, right?
We'll say it's about in the middle.
Oh, about the middle? Okay. Well, it's time for a lunch break, right? We've been at this for most of the morning.
Yeah.
So-
evening, actually.
Yeah. So I'll treat everyone company lunch. We'll go in. We'll eat.
Best boss ever!
Yeah. We'll just put it to the company credit card. That's how it works.
Put it on my tab.
And we'll go and eat at the same place he is.
Okay. Let me do an awareness roll to see if he spots you.
I am coming in with a group of a whole lot of people.
He does, but I rolled a 19.
Mhm.
So he looks up, spots you, and he just gets this look on his face like... drops his sandwich and runs.
Okay. Well, I said I'm treating everyone else to lunch. So.
Okay. So he sprints off, terrified.
Well, that's the end of that.
And you enjoy a nice lunch. I don't care about what they're eating. Luigi insults a little bit too much for everyone else, though, including you. A little bit too acidic. You can try it if you want.
No, no. Actually, I do want to find out why in the world he is running from me, of all people.
Yeah, it happens every day, you know. It's
Yeah.
just,
No,
people just
so
running, you know. No, I just realized
Let
my
me
lights
see.
are wrong.
But you just sat down and had lunch, so how are you going to discover why he's running from you?
Oh no, he's on approach to the luncheon. And the guy's
so
like,
I'll look over at Erg and be like, "All right, you know what? This is
Erg's
weird.
like,
Hang on."
No. Here's what Erg is looking at you when you turn him. He's just like,
I don't know either, but if they're running from me, then something's up. Here, take this, feed the troops, I'll be back in a bit.
okay, guys, who wants to get super drunk? Okay, you're fired. Get out.
Oh,
That's why you only have 15. A couple of them were fired because they wanted to get drunk.
okay.
So you go rushing. Obviously, you are way faster than a dwarf who is an accountant. So
Really?
No, so actually, we'll
he's actually like
run up to him and
Where's
we'll
my
go
phone?
around in front of him and start running backwards in front of him and go, "Hey, why are you running?"
So this is him. I don't feel like pushing this into my shirt. This is him. Wait, no, here we go. There we go. Good. No, leave me alone. Oh God! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I didn't see you. You didn't see me. Oh God! And he pauses. Okay, hang on. I need a moment. I need a moment.
All right,
Ah, no! Oh.
wait, stop. The finger on the forehead thing. You know, stop.
Oh God! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I don't know. I don't know anything.
Did
I
you
don't know
do
where-
something so bad to me that I'm supposed to want to kill you or something?
No, of course not. Of course not. I've done
All right,
nothing.
then why are
to
you
you,
running?
Sir. I've done nothing at all ever. I don't know. I don't know you, sir. And if we met,
Stranger danger.
stranger danger, stranger danger. There's a knoll. He's attacking me. I don't know why.
You know, it's really rude to leave your bill.
Oh shoot! I forgot to pay my bill. Oh,
And so he turns around and starts running back toward the restaurant.
he's gotta get back to pay his bill.
Tell you what, I'll help you out with it. Come on, let's go back and eat.
No. I thank you, stranger. I've never
No,
met
I
before.
insist.
It's okay. I mean, the fact that you are here, whoever you are, what's a knoll who has nothing to do with the exchange doing here?
Oh, so that's still running, huh?
What? No. I don't know. Yes. It's very running
In Osteth.
in Osteth. Yes. The what was his name? Zeiss of I can't even remember his clan is definitely still my boss, sir, and you are as well because you are with him.
No, we're not.
You're not there.
I know, but I can just picture this as Z like walks up and goes, "Oh, hey, Ogren.
No.
I think you're
What
mistaken.
were you saying about Zeiss being with us? I killed him. Well, no, I didn't
What?
kill him. I framed him
You-
for murder a little while ago.
A little while, like a month and a half.
There's a little bit of catching up that you need, I think. So let's get back to lunch, and
Oh,
I'll
God.
catch you up.
No.
I can just picture it
I
as
don't-
Mark's like holding his hand and like dragging him back.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, when your accountant gets off the leash, you just kind of got to bring him back. You know?
I don't want to do any more numbers. No more.
That's okay. I got an ogre for that.
Oh, God. What? You replaced me with an ogre?
He's good with the numbers.
Done. Oh, that's it. That's it. Give me all your books, like right now. I'm gonna out accounting the hell out of that ogre.
Good. We just hired a new accountant.
No, wait, no. I mean, I don't know accounting. I don't know anything about anything.
You don't know accounting. Your gut says otherwise.
I am a shut up. I am a simple turnip farmer who lives off of Drury Lane.
A fat turnip farmer. Okay.
Yes, I eat my turnips very, with great proclivity, sir.
Uh-huh.
Are you
All
sure
right.
you don't want to take a look at those books of the numbers?
I'm quite sure. I don't even know. I should introduce myself.
I've got one right here if you want to.
You're not there. My name is Stanmar of Stormpike, sir. Who might you be? Noel, sir.
Well-
I've never met before.
Oh, Snarg Wildpaw, leader of the Blood Fox, which is
what?
not in way associated with anyone in the exchange that I've heard about, or any founders of.
I see.
And I was looking to recruit, and you know what? I was looking for an accountant.
No, I'm not an accountant.
Does not do the numbers.
I am not a number person. I am a turnip farmer, sir. I appreciate
At
your
this
concern.
at this point, have we gotten back to the?
Yeah. By now you're back there, and Urga's there, and you notice
No,
there's
so
like
I-
a couple fewer soldiers or recruits there than there were before. Just a couple.
It's like beer test. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they sit him down in the middle of of
everyone.
with the companions, 16 people in the company, and so these are some people. This is Urg of Seraph. This is so and so. She's my Tarisk, or I forget her name. He's my sniper. This is so and so.
You have
This is my sniper. This.
Elemental master. And go and so on and introduce everyone else in the thing. So
What were you saying about not doing the numbers?
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about numbers. I don't. Oh God, please don't tell me.
well, surely you know something about the exchange. You kept mentioning it while you were running. I mean, how's it doing?
No, I wouldn't know. I have never heard of it, other than vague rumors.
Vague rumors. Well, what vague rumors have you heard?
Vague rumors about how it's not, or it wasn't. It isn't. It's changed.
How it's not. I heard that they were implicated in something really terrible.
I heard such things too. Such horrible, terrible things that anyone who was associated with it would never want to again be seen being associated with them. I would imagine.
Yes, I have heard that as well. I heard that they basically packed up shop and left as soon as they were implicated. Obviously, very guilty.
No. I mean, maybe certain members of that
Certain
group
members.
were
Okay.
guilty. Say there was an elf and another elf, and would you
It's always
believe
elf.
Humans.
there were a couple of humans there too? I don't even know if you've heard of them, because they're still. I mean, they've only been around for like 4 months at this point.
I have. It looks like they look like mutilated elves.
Yeah, I know. They're just disgusting, isn't it? With the ears, I don't even get it. And they've got too much hair on their face. Ugh. He's got a giant
Like
beard.
dwarves.
He's got a giant.
He's got this huge, Grizzly Adams thing going on. Too much hair on their face.
Hypocrite much?
It's horrible. Oh, they're so hideous. And I think there was a fairy with them as well. I'm not sure about that one.
Mhm.
And that's all I know, sir. Who I've never met before.
Uh-huh.
So, sir,
You know
who
what?
I've never.
Oh, let me pay the tab here for my tab. Let's pay that real quick. Roll awareness.
Okay. Ah! That's a 30.
He's being circumspect, but you hear, actually, as he's reaching for his money pouch, that there's a lot of frickin' money in there. So he pays it off, and... I should probably roll opposing deafness, but I don't think I have a chance in hell of making that. I don't make it.
All right, you know what? You know what? We don't have everybody in our company here.
Why don't
No,
I take you
let's turn
back?
to-
No,
I'll
that's
turn to someone and
okay.
say, you know what?
I need to be
They-
home. The missus is going to be missing me. Miss.
No, I insist. There's, go get go get Z and Guido
No,
and
no,
everyone,
no,
and
sir. It's okay.
they need to take a break.
I don't want to.
Yeah, this is a great place. The watercress sandwiches here are wonderful.
They
So,
are. I was
Go
enjoying them
go
myself.
get them, and we'll
The
treat
Lugian
everyone.
salt is wonderful.
So one of the members runs off to go get them.
I
Now, tell me more. You know what I heard? I heard that one of the people in the exchange actually got caught.
You did?
More than one.
Yes.
What? And he drops his mask for just a second. And says, "Well, what'd you hear about that?"
Oh, not a whole lot. That they were put in some maximum security prison or whatnot. I think it was the show that did it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder when that happened.
Oh, it was a while back.
Because the last I heard was back in late February. Was the
What
last
month
I heard
is it
about
now?
it. It is currently April 23rd at about 8 p.m. Actually, right now. I gotta change this.
Yes, the one I heard about. What was his name? Oh, you had mentioned it earlier. Zeiss.
Zeiss. That's such a
Yes.
strange and unusual name. I don't think I've ever heard that before, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, apparently
I
he
was just astonished. I was like, Zeiss! You know, that was my exclamation of astonishment.
You're a
right.
horrible
Apparently he was the
liar.
leader of the whole thing, and they implicated him, and they put him away, and that's the last thing I ever heard.
So at about this time, we'll say that Z shows up because she's out shopping. So she
And
was
so he
easier.
like runs into me as he's going back to the ship to find Captain Guido.
Yeah. I have no idea where Guido is. We'll have to figure that out. Where's Guido?
Guido, where are you?
Where have you been for the last, hour and a half as he's been recruiting?
I would have been working on trying to figure out trade stuff.
Okay. So you would actually be in the town, too, but you'd be busy. They're not going to find you.
You're in somebody's
Okay.
office somewhere.
Yeah, basically. So, okay, so they find Z and bring her back, and Z, you now approach a surrounded by a mob, basically, of
Holding
15
him
people.
in.
And he's just like,
No, they're all just
can I roll
eating
awareness as I'm
sandwiches
going
and
here?
drinking and just staring at him. Because this is probably great fun.
Do I need to roll awareness as I'm headed that way?
not yet.
Okay. I probably don't want to do it with the dice that is still broken.
Yeah. So he looks up and sees Z, and then he gets a little bit
No.
paler.
He doesn't see Z because I'm
What
not in
does he see?
Z form.
What does he see in this concentration check? Roll it.
I was already in Orc Woman form.
I make you roll it
I had-
again because I'm evil.
Gibbering mouther.
I pass.
Damn.
I
Okay.
roll a 16 and I have a 22
Okay,
in
fine.
concentration now.
So an orc female approaches. So he doesn't react at all.
21. So I walk up and I'm like, "Oh, Ogren, how have you been?"
And he looks at you with genuine befuddlement, like, I'm sorry, who are you?
"Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose I need to introduce myself. My name's Zariel."
I've never heard of anyone by that name. It's a very interesting name. How do you do,
Is he lying to me?
He's totally lying. What was that clan name?
This man has never heard about anything ever in his entire life.
I've never heard
I
about that.
never would have used my name Zariel with them, so I was wondering if he caught the
Oh.
implication.
Okay. Well, he is actually a pretty smart guy, so we're going to go ahead and say he did.
Okay. I don't know. What is my clan name?
Of an orc clan? You never picked one.
Yes,
okay.
I did. Yes,
Rock
I did. It was
fighter.
that
That sounds
northern
like Rock
place thing.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Well, there's my list of clans.
I don't even remember what my name is.
I don't either. I don't remember. Let's just... Well, North would be, like, Storm Reaver. Oh, no, that wouldn't. That would be Thunderlord. Yes, I know.
I think Thunderlord sounds right.
I think Thunderlord is it, because that's, like, the Northern Reaches.
A
all my orc-
Thunderlord.
All my orc clans sound different now that Warlord is out. Anyways, people actually recognize him. So, of Thunderlord, you say you're quite a ways away from home, Miss of Thunderlord. I don't know what else to tell you. Can I go?
No.
My missus is probably missing me.
I'm debating. Should I demoralize him that that getting away from us is useless? That he can't. There's no way he could ever.
You can never.
Or you could persuade him that everything is fine.
Or I could persuade him to join our side
Oh God.
and
Well,
force a chaw contest.
I'm not sure he would be eligible for that one.
Why? He's of reasonable disposition, and he's not Garland.
Yeah, but you know he's under orders right now.
Okay, so I should demoralize him into recognizing that his current action of lying his teeth off to us is not going to do any good. And that maybe he should just, come back to the ship with us and...
Oh God, you're gonna torture me, aren't you? God, no, he's not even gonna roll. Oh God, don't torture me, please.
I'm not going to torture
He's saying
you.
this in the middle of a tap calf at like 8 in the evening. There's like dozens of people around, other than your guys.
Yes, but
Don't
our guys
torture
are
me.
blocking the rest of the people.
Don't torture me.
Can you just be quiet?
I don't know what you want from me. Just leave me alone.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. Come on. Let's take Mr. What did you say your name was again?
I forgot because I didn't. I forgot.
Ogren.
I just looked it up. No.
His
my
name's
name-
not Ogren.
Um,
His name's whatever his name is.
it's of Stormpike. I'm of Stormpike.
Let's take Mr. Stormpike back and let's get him a treat as an apology.
I don't want
Snarg.
a
Let's
treat. I don't want. Oh God, please.
Okay.
Crispy critters.
No.
I've got some really
beard
nice
itches when I
boy
have
tea
crispy
on my
critters.
ship. I'd be happy to share a glass with you. Come on.
Okay, fine. I guess I don't have a choice.
All right.
And could you look like you're at least somewhat okay with coming with us?
You're kidnapping me. How am I supposed to look okay with? I should just run again and make a scene so the soldiers show up.
Demoralize.
Actually, that's a good idea.
No.
I think I am gonna go ahead and run and roll my caw. What'd you get?
It doesn't say that it's a chaw thingy. It doesn't
It
actually
is.
tell me what it is.
It's just an opposed chaw. That's all it is.
Okay. Well, hold on. A 20.
Okay. His charisma's +1, but I did roll an 18. So
I got a
was
20.
I was thinking he was actually gonna make that one.
Yep.
So after a moment, wait, what did you roll?
A 20.
No,
I rolled
what did you do?
I demoralized him that running away was a bad idea.
Oh God! So he just slinks into this total despair and depression because he knows it's futile. Resistance is futile. The Borg are coming, and there's no point in trying. So he is just like dead now.
All right. So
That
why
works.
don't you take some of the new recruits, and you go get them caught up. We'll finish our recruitment and
He
see
starts
maybe you can.
quietly sobbing.
Can I take a few of your recruits to kind of circle around me? So that
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
what I mean.
position?
They'll all go head back to the ship since they're newly inducted. They don't need to be around us while we're finishing up.
Okay.
And
Come on, 15
you
guys.
can go and
Don't.
go and catch
So
them
I
up.
go and I lead off the 15 guys to the airship.
Wait, is he going with?
The 15 grunts. I'm
is
taking the
Ogren
grunts
going
back.
with you?
Yes, he is. He
He
and I are surrounded by the 15 grunts,
He's sobbing as he walks disconsolately through the roads.
quietly sobbing.
Every now and again, he gets to the point where he sees you have a ship, and it just kind of hits him because he's smart that you have a ship, and he just stops for a moment. He just starts bawling on the spot.
You! They're all Illuvian races, right?
Yes, they're all Illuvian races.
So I'm assuming I have another something that is big enough to carry it.
It?
Yes.
Excuse me, my luggage is crying. Could you please escort my slave onto my ship?
So
Like, oh, this is ridiculous. Can you just pick it up?
I'm sure a Lord Elf could manage that.
when
Okay.
he sees the airship and he starts bawling, that's probably the first time he's actually given an honest reaction.
Yeah. Just, oh god, no. So, Guido,
So
you're
as we
coming
get a-
back at about this point in time. You've had, we'll do some rolls later, but let's say you had some pretty successful negotiations. And you just see Z escorting, with a large group of people you don't recognize, a dwarf you do recognize who is bawling.
Ah! Lord Captain!
Wait.
Oh, he's gonna roll awareness to see if he spots us.
Oh my god. I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god.
and a 4 on the D4
wow.
for stealth.
Oh, you're gonna stealth? You
So this massive armor. Well, okay, you're born in your
This
armor.
massive Lugian in full plate armor is
No.
going-
He wasn't in his armor because he was doing trade negotiations, so he put on a nice suit, right?
Sure.
No, it's funnier to picture him in his full plate armor. With a suit on
Okay,
over top of it.
Fine. So he's got armor in a suit that's ripped in places where he pulled it over the armor, and he's just like. And Ogren rolls his awareness. There's no way in hell. Yeah, he doesn't make that.
So at least Ogren doesn't spot Guido.
Yes. God.
So I'm sure you see me, Z.
it's
I don't know. Let me roll awareness.
Roll it.
You're stealthing.
it's opposed directly.
That's a
So-
29. So no.
No.
Wait.
No, that's a no.
Okay.
He rolled a natural. It's a 24. And then
You got-
what's your stealth?
None.
His dexterity, basically.
What's
Right.
your dex?
Hold
Which is a
on.
1. I think.
3.
Or 3.
So it's a 27 for his stealth.
And mine is a. I forgot.
Mine's at
29.
29.
So, like,
Okay.
what happens is you're looking around.
Hold on. If
But it
I'm
was a
wearing
natural
my
20,
armor-
so isn't that an auto success?
Hang on.
if
Not
I'm
a
wearing
skill check.
armor, I have a -6.
But you're not wearing your armor.
Okay.
Wearing a suit.
Yes, you're wearing a
Okay.
nice suit.
It was
so
just
what
a
happens?
picture.
So what
No,
happens is you're walking along, Z, and you take a glance at everyone, and you don't notice anything the first glance. And you just look up, and then you look up, and then there's Guido like 10 feet in front of you.
And he's going,
Pretty much.
He's doing the nonchalant thing, like. No,
I just don't say anything. I just keep going. Because he's
Excellent.
obviously stealthing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna slide in behind Ogren.
Oh God. So he's just, oh God, why me? Why me? The only thing that could be worse is if that Lugian was here.
The Lugian who didn't notice he was
The
being-
Lugian who was blind and stupid. Oh, how could you not notice assassins trying to kill you while they're trying to kill you? I don't even understand that. How can you be so oblivious as to not notice something right behind you? God.
Actually, they were in
It was
front
in
of me.
front of him.
I know. I'm just because Guido's right there.
Well, yeah, but Ogren is being carried. I'm assuming he's being carried potato sack style over.
Oh,
somebody's-
right. So he's like, "How could you not notice something right in front of you?" And he looks up at Guido and says, "How do you not notice that?"
Is he saying behind or in front?
In
Because
front.
if he's saying behind, I'm going to correct him.
No, he's gonna say in front.
Okay.
But now he's looking at you, and now he's gonna roll a will save against himself. And now there is an unusually warm sensation going down the Lord Elf's shoulder. I'm gonna want to raise for this. Just saying.
I'm sorry, I'll give you a bonus. I can't guarantee you a raise.
All right, just saying. This is not cool. If
And
this
some
is-
clean clothes.
Put it under
I mean,
hazard pay.
What the Knoll told me was we were going to be like
Um,
not doing underhanded, dirty things like kidnapping
isn't an
dwarves
underhanded,
in the middle
dirty-
of a freaking city.
Would you just shut up, Grunt, and put him on the ship? I'll explain it later.
We're already on the ship.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming I have at least a couple of gold on me.
Greeley,
Yes.
Greeley, please report to the master's quarters.
All right.
Guido, do you want to join me while I extract some information?
The Lord Elf that is carrying Ogren, I'm
Yeah.
going to hand a gold.
Thank you.
And I'm going to hand him an additional gold so he can go buy himself a new outfit.
Thanks. I could use one. I'll be back. I'm sure there's some stores open this late. It's like 9
Be
at
back
night right
here. Be back here in 2
We
hours.
sail with the tide.
now. Okay.
The air, Guido.
The tide of the air. Hang on. Pause for just a second. What is Snarg doing back at
He's
the
finishing
death
his
cast?
recruiting, and then he was going to head
Yeah.
back to the ship.
Oh, okay.
You said
okay.
you said I was
Yeah.
about halfway done with it.
You're
so-
right. You are right. You're absolutely correct. Okay, so you are now in the torture chamber. Of
No,
which
we're
is
in the
actually
master's quarters.
it's just so you're in the torture chamber. He has to struggle just to get in.
No, he doesn't. I had the door. Guido can get in. I had the door enlarged, remember?
Do you remember how many crystals are in your room?
Yes, but you can get in the door.
Yes, and then he has to struggle to do anything else.
Exactly, he's stuck.
So the crystals grow around him and encase him, and then he completely flips out
Well, that's a new feature.
and starts urinating all over everything.
Ugh.
But then the crystals start heating up around him. And he's like, ah!
So he stops peeing.
No, then he dies.
No, he doesn't die.
You guys are terrible. So okay,
You're the one that decided that the crystals made him die.
what actually happens is the crystals recede away when he enters.
There you go.
So he looks around in abject terror. He is basically speechless at this point.
Okay, so, Ogren. Are you, quite done lying to me now that we're someplace where others can't overhear?
I don't know what you want from me.
I just want to know what happened. You guys just disappeared. We're not
I had
with
to.
Zeiss anymore. I freaking got him framed, I think.
I was under
Pretty
orders.
sure it was
I
Zeiss.
don't have a choice. We were in danger, horrible danger.
Danger
You're-
from what?
From Zeiss and from his adventures. They were going to get us killed or worse.
Oh, that's a good point. That is why. I wanted to kill him, but Snarg wouldn't let me.
So we
Guido,
had
were you
to
in the room
leave.
with me?
Good question.
If there's room, I would be.
There's
Okay.
room.
Well, what you just heard me say is, I know I wanted to kill him, but Snarg wouldn't let me. In regards to Zeiss.
Yeah.
And his adventures, and they were, I mean, okay. And then he, like, shifts moods completely and just enters business mode. He's like, okay, you have to understand, from a business perspective, whenever adventurers enter any kind of business, they are an untenable, untenable resource that has to be constantly treated as a threatening position, because at any point in time, they could come back and try to just ruin everything or bring the wrath of God knows whom or what upon you, and you can't
And
operate
Zeiss
that
was
way.
not exactly a diplomat. I understand. You know I've been in this business for a while, and he would. He knows my reputation.
Yeah, he does. You're right. So we, and he keeps saying we had no choice.
We who? Who's with you?
He's going to roll deception, and he's going to roll an 11, which puts
I
him...
rolled a 13,
that's going to put
which puts
him-
me at a 36.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't bring in 36. So he is lying, but he says, me and Bonebreaker. Well, actually, that's not what he says, but I forget the name I gave Bonebreaker. I'll have to look that up. I thought I wrote it down, but I'm not seeing it here. Anyways, but he says, me and insert ogre name here.
Do I recognize the ogre name? I was fairly good with Bonebreaker.
No. Oh, Bonebreaker has never gone by his real name.
Oh, okay.
Of Dreadmaul. Boris of Dreadmaul, actually.
And exactly who was Boris of Dreadmaul?
An ogre.
What was his total for the deception?
Guido wants to know if he knows that he's lying.
26.
I got a 28, so.
So Guido knows that he's lying too.
Yes.
Okay.
So, can I roll again on deception to sense his motive and behind his lie, like so I can figure out what part of it he's lying about?
Sure, go ahead. Roll a 1.
That I rolled a 10. That makes that a 33.
He is omitting, most likely.
He's omitting.
And that's the wrong word.
So he's omitting a person,
He's
or
obfuscating. He's trying to make you... It's classic deception thing. You lie by telling a truth.
Okay, so he's telling a truth as a lie. It's like, okay. Alright, look. You and I both know these games don't work with me, buddy. You've known me long enough to know that.
I know, but I can't tell you anything else. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to torture me to death, fine, but I can't do anything else.
You can tell... Can you not tell me because Guido's here?
No, it's not
No,
that.
I wasn't in with those guys to begin with.
Look. Me and the ogre got out as quickly as we could. It was his idea, which is a lie. And...
You're just going to give that to me.
Just gonna give that to you. It was his idea. We needed to get out pronto. We decided the best place to retire to would be the Osteth, and we are retired. And I want to stress that because
Well, Okay,
I don't
okay,
mean
I'll tell
like
you what.
we started our own new little criminal organization in the Austin. No, I
Look,
really
look,
am a
okay,
turnip
okay,
farmer.
Ogren,
I found a
Ogren.
nice dwarf woman down here who's
Ogren,
really
buddy,
cute,
listen
and
to
she's
me.
got the best beard, and I just can't handle
Ogren.
tickling it when we're in bed together. And I'm never
Ogren.
going to have that again because I'm
Ogren.
going to be killed.
Ogren,
Because
I'm not going to kill you. Look, it's fine. It's me. You know I don't get off on that. I don't kill my enemies. I make friends and contacts. So I just wanted to find out the story.
That's
So I tell you what,
demoralized.
I'll take you back. I'll take you back to your little dwarf friend.
Ugh.
You know, we'll just you know, I can, you know, I'm
So,
good at lying. I can
you-
spin a good web for you, so she's not going to get mad at you for missing dinner.
So you don't want the money back? I mean, why else would you be here?
I was told to come to the restaurant, and then you happened to be there. We're just here for a trade mission. We're
You
legitimate businessmen now.
Legitimate business. Yeah.
No, we are legitimate. We're legit. Guido, tell him we're legitimate businessmen.
Well, I know you can't lie. I guess I should look like this, but you know, yeah.
We're legit.
Oh my God! Hang on,
See?
roll intimidate, just by being there. We're legit.
As he's kind of bending over, because there's a crystal that hasn't moved out of his way.
Yeah, we are
'Cause he
too
didn't pee on it.
to quit.
24.
24. Okay, so
24.
he's totally intimidated. He's like, oh my God, you're a
See?
horrifying,
I
legit
told you.
businessman.
We're legitimate businessmen. We're just here to gather supplies. We're taking them to Tufa.
Tufa? Are you crazy?
A little.
That
We
city's been
didn't
under
say that
siege
we-
for like 3 weeks now.
Which is exactly why those poor citizens need to have supplies.
So you're giving them away?
I don't know. That's not up to me. I just have the airship.
You just have an airship. I'm so sorry.
I'm not in charge of
You
the trading
just
stuff.
Have an airship.
I'm just in charge
And you happen
of
to
having-
have a trading company underneath your airship. Well, at least you've done well for yourself, Z. You look
you.
weird, by the way.
You know, I like to change. Do you want me to go change?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's
So
weird.
here's my deal. I'll take you back. No more. We won't bother you anymore. We won't come out here finding you. Enjoy your life with your little darling and her sweet beard.
It's the cutest little thing. It's just these little tufts. There's 2 of them right here, like this.
I'm certain it's adorable.
It is. Want to see some pictures? And he pulls them out immediately. Look. I'm
Oh.
not lying. I'm not lying.
She's a beautiful dwarf. Are you guys planning on having kids?
Oh, we haven't decided yet. I mean,
It's actually a guy in
Just
disguise.
can you imagine a little baby girl with those little and your eyes that she would just be adorable.
that would
You
be-
would make
that would be
beautiful
wonderful.
babies, Ogren.
I've just been so scared because you don't understand how terrified we were of those adventurers, of you adventurers, and they came in and
aren't
took
any-
over and like we're ruining everything. I kept trying to balance the books. Do you have any idea how much that was not working? And like, I mean, look at this sticker I've got on my forehead now because of how much it wasn't working.
Well,
it-
are
it
you
was-
enjoying turnip farming?
Yeah, I love it. It's relaxing. It's engaging. I actually practice accounting in my turnip farming. Believe it or not, I just instead of money, it's turnips, and it works really well. I'm actually
Enjoying it.
kind of the best turnip farmer in this. I don't actually live in Tau. I live in. Hang on, I decided this earlier.
What's
I
the
live-
exchange rate on a turnip?
Well, depends on the area you're trading it at, and then he talks for 5 hours.
But no, I'm going to cut him off after about 5 minutes and say, okay, Ogren, honey. I know
Yes,
we can
yes.
talk about turnips all night, but I really
I
want to get you
know.
home to your honey.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm
what
actually I live south of here in Syra on the railway.
Okay.
Because the railway is actually still running in the Republic. It's the only place where the railway is still running.
Okay.
to
Well,
my
I'm
knowledge.
I'm happy to take you back there. I just need one thing from you. What was the ogre's name?
I don't remember. I so rarely used his
I
real
don't
name.
want to call him by his name that I know him by because
Boris of Dreadmall.
I need you to tell me where I can go see Boris because I need to find out a little bit more information. If it was all Boris's idea, then I need to know what's going on.
Boris, there's a city west of here that's been having some issues, and And I'm going to roll really quick to decide something.
Do I need to opposing roll?
No. I was
Okay.
deciding if he was going to let something slip or not, which he is.
Okay.
So he is going to, without thinking about it, just say, the boss told him not to, because we're just supposed to keep our heads down, but there's some issues going in the town west of here, Uga, right? It's a few hours trip that way, and Boris of Dreadmaul decided to go and see what he could do to help, and that's last I heard about it. That was a couple days ago, I think, at this point.
Okay. Well, then let's Guido. Let's go ahead and get arrangements to get Ogren here back to his missus, and if you,
You can
have.
you can just leave me off the ship. I know how to get back. I know where the rail station is. They run it. They run late.
Well, I was gonna get you. I was gonna
They're
get you.
always
a
on
gold,
time,
Get yourself
too.
a carrot to get you back on the railway to get you home.
It's okay. It's okay. I can make my own way.
Ogren, come on, please.
Uh,
For all your trouble, you know
For
we've
my
been together for-
trouble! You're just trying to kill me.
Ogren, if I was going to kill you, you know I would have done so already.
No, you see what you're trying to frame me. That's what you're
No,
doing.
if I was going to frame you, I never would have let you see me.
Just let me go. I'm begging you, please. I just want to get back to my simple little life.
Okay, but at least let me put together some tea for you to take home to your missus.
Okay.
It'll put some spice in your love life.
I don't really. I'm sorry. I didn't roleplay that perfectly, but he was supposed to be like, really?
So I'm like, yeah. Here, let me go over here and get in my chest. And I'm picturing this. I've got like one of the gemstone chests that's just kind of in my room for some reason.
Is that solid emerald? Except you sold the emerald one. Topaz?
No, I didn't sell the emerald one. Remember,
Oh,
I
that's
said
right,
I
that's
wasn't.
right.
I refused to
That's
sell
right.
it for less than it
You
was worth.
decided not to. Yeah, you're right.
But
Is
I would
that
have
solid emerald?
No, I did. Let's see. We have emerald, topaz,
Emerald, ruby, sapphire, topaz.
sapphire,
That's it. That's the four.
emerald, topaz. That's only three. Emerald, topaz, sapphire.
Emerald, sapphire, topaz, ruby.
Oh, I missed the ruby. So let's see. My crystals are like flamey colored, so we wouldn't have the emerald one in here. We'd have the topaz, the blue.
Okay.
Wait,
sapphire
topaz
is
isn't. Color's topaz.
So topaz is in this case yellow.
It wouldn't be the yellow one. So we have
Sapphire.
the sapphire one in here.
Is that solid sapphire? Let me
No,
roll for-
it's imitation.
Hang on, let me
Roll
roll
deception.
to deception. But the thing is, before you roll deception, he's going to roll to identify it. I can't remember. Appraise. There we go.
Appraise.
Which is ironic because I rolled a 20 on the appraise. Now let's roll the deception, which I roll a 2 on.
My deception, I rolled a 14, which makes that a.
So he's like, "Oh my god, that is incredibly
47.
valuable, solid sapphire." Oh, but it's not. That is
No, it's
really good
imitation.
That
I
is
had
the
it
best
printed.
imitation I have ever seen. Who'd
Yeah.
you get to make that?
You know, I
Trade
cannot
secret.
remember his name for the life of me. It was some random traveling merchant I ran across over in what's that other? In Al Jalima. He was just traveling through. I've never met him before. I hadn't even heard of him.
Wow.
I can't remember his name right now. I've got it written down somewhere, but I can go
Wow.
look
That's-
for it.
No, that's okay. I'm just impressed. That looks really real to me.
Yeah, it does. And I pop it open, and my two little ice elementals pop out, and my
Ah!
elemental, because they've been sleeping in there because it's that big. Don't worry, they're friendly. They're my pets.
You
I
keep
guess.
elementals as pets. And
They
you have a military
adopted-
airship and your own trading company. And from what I understand, from what I overheard, you also have your own little private army.
She's
No,
done
that's
well for
Snarg's army.
herself.
Apparently! God!
I got rid of Zeiss and the others, and then things just started rolling and started working right.
Wow, that's just... Wow, okay.
If you'd like to reconsider, no,
No,
is looking.
No,
Okay.
I like my little life.
All right,
You
you
can ask
have-
of Dreadmaul. He might be interested, but
Okay. Well, we'll get to there when we get to there. And so I go ruffling through, and I've got some herbal tea that is supposed to provide a boost to your sex drive,
virility.
specifically to a female's sex drive.
Oh, so if he drinks it, he'll just get really, really weird visions of wanting to.
So I'm
hunt
going to put it
things.
together, and I'm going to put together like a tea that smells similar that's, doesn't really have any effect. And I'm going to say, okay, this one is for your missus and this one is for you. Don't get the two confused because that one will give you weird hallucinations, but it will knock her sex drive up about 5 levels.
Okay.
Just give him stuff to drug his wife.
And I'm going to give him a... not to drug his wife. It's just... it's a libido enhancer.
It's to drug her.
I
We here
guarantee
at
you, you're not
Arshan
gonna tell her what it
Gaia
is.
do
And
not
then
approve
how much
of
is
drugging.
how much was it going to take would it take for a trip for him to get back home?
What do you mean, money-wise?
Yeah.
Less than a gold.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out a gold, and
No, I could cover it. Trust me, I'm not.
no, I
ready
pull
for
out a
money.
gold, and as I'm handing him the package, I hand him that too.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Now, as
Thank
he
you
is
for not
pocketing
killing
that
me.
into his thing, do I notice that his purse has way too much gold in it?
He's already told you he's rich.
Oh, okay. I take it that's his portion of the exchange.
Basically, yeah. What they looted on their way out.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not all on him. That would be dumb.
Okay.
He's not that dumb.
I am going to ask him as I'm escorting him off the ship. Guido, are you coming with to escort him
Sure.
off the ship? Okay. I am going to ask him if he would like to see some of that investment returned. If he'd like to, basically, what I'm asking here is, does he want to contribute to, funds to and have that? Does he want to be a donor to the company,
A donor or an investor?
an investor type?
Because those are two hugely different
He
things.
puts money in and then he gets money back.
Well, he's still rattled like crazy.
And I would like to ask him if he wants to sell some of his turnips to us.
So we got to do a willpower save.
Okay. What's he willpowering against?
Sheer terror. He rolls a 3.
So,
So
Can
he is
I-
still a little bit too scared to talk business with the people who literally just kidnapped him.
diplomacy to make that better?
Yeah, try it. Guido, would you like to assist with Intimidate?
I know he has diplomacy.
He does. And Intimidate would actually make it worse.
Yeah.
15 or better to assist.
Nod your head yes or no.
You don't have to unmute.
Yes,
Okay.
he assists.
Yeah, I've got
so
16 on the dice, so.
Okay.
I have a
So-
26, so 26 plus what's the assist?
2.
2. So 26, so that's a 28.
28 is enough to shift his mood. 2 or 3 spaces, I forget, but either way that's enough. So he'll be like, oh,
You won't have to deal directly with any
Look,
of us.
look,
You can deal
why
with
don't-
one of our agents.
why don't we go ahead? Here's my address.
Okay.
And let me just text it to you. What's your Skype number here? 58662.
I'm just going to make a note in here. I have, how do you spell Ogren?
Ogrhen.
Ogren of...
Anvilmar, I believe. Yep, Anvilmar right there.
Anvilmar of... Ogren of Anvilmar's investment.
Anvilmar of Ogren.
And investing.
So he is amenable to the idea, especially since you get the impression from him that he wouldn't mind moving money again just because it's fun for him. Like no other motivation. He's not.
Yeah.
He's well off and basically retired, but that is a game.
Children. Or he could,
That's true.
donate to a charity or make people's lives better.
Or children,
Yeah.
Either way, so he will depart. About this time, Snark is getting back, having successfully recruited the remainder of his troop. And then at this point, it's like 10 at night. Sun has well since set. It is late in the evening. Z has finished her shopping. Guido, let's do Guido's section real quick, because I don't imagine this will be too difficult. You get a hold of the quartermaster first. I imagine that was your first protocol?
For the trade thing?
Or not the quartermaster, the dockmaster.
Yes, for
Right.
the trade thing.
And the dockmaster, just go ahead and give me a diplomacy roll. This is not a high DC.
31.
Okay. You successfully convince him to go ahead and get you a permanent visa. If you pay for a permanent, it's actually going to be 10 gold up front. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. But that is literally a forevermore, the Maiden's Deceit, serial number, blah, blah, blah. has forever permission, unless revoked by the government, to make port at Tau henceforth.
There we go.
10 gold.
10 gold.
And if you don't have it, I do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
I
have it
hope
on me.
one of you guys has 10 gold. So, next thing, you then probably ask him, where would I like to go? Where do I go to start securing, routes? Because I need some stuff now and I need some stuff later. And he's like, well, as it
There's
happens...
this guy who sells turnips.
There's this guy who sells turnips, right? He sells the best turnips in town, but I think he's busy being kidnapped. So why don't we go ahead and direct you instead towards the central marketplace? Now, Lugians do business in a weird way. They don't actually barter as like a cultural... I shouldn't say Lugians. Lugians, mites, and gnomes. It's the Osteth people. They don't really barter in the strictest sense of the word. What they do is they lay down a price, and you can tell them right up front, that is unacceptable, or that is acceptable. And usually if you say that is unacceptable, they will say, okay, this is as far as I'm willing to push it to. But that's the end of it. At this
So
point...
they give you the price that they would like you to pay, and then if that doesn't work for you, they say, okay, well, here's my bottom dollar.
Yes. And if that doesn't work, oh well.
Okay.
So, now that being said, there's also another thing that the Lugians and Mites and Ostethians have been doing for quite some time, and that's the fact that they have this thing. There is a pavilion, usually in the major marketplaces. This is true in towns as well as cities, and major cities like this one. So there's going to be a really big one here. It's actually this whole indoor place, like this big domed area. In fact, if my viewers at home could see like these things in the distance, it's like one of those, which is huge. Big old thing.
I'm picturing the marketplace from
Constantinople?
Assassin's Creed,
Yeah,
Italy.
I know what you're talking about. I don't
yeah.
know the name of the city, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So that's a
Anyway.
very good analogy. Analogous for what I was thinking of. So you go in there, and the way they do this is they have people who are set up who are not trading, like, they're not bartering or trading things now. They're trading, like, rights to companies or large chunks of thing over periods of time. In other words, setting up trading deals over periods of time. This is the place you go to for that.
Nice.
It's also worth noting that if you wanted to sell, for example, an airship engine, that'd probably be the place to do it. It's I forget the actual term I came up with for it because it was a while ago, but it's basically the contract hall. In other words, you don't go there to actually trade; you go there to write up a contract, and then it is enacted upon. For a little extra gold, you can do another thing too. You can have your contract validated by a local officiate who is actually a member of... He's a direct reporting line to the mayor of that particular town or city. That means the Osteth Republic is backing that contract, which they will do so with military force if need be. But that does cost extra gold to get them involved.
How much on average?
It's on average about 2%.
Okay. So if I calculated correctly, if we were to sell the engine that we currently have,
I imagine you're going to give me the full price here.
no. I was basically... so base price would be 24,000, or I'm sorry, 240,000,
Okay.
because it's one step up from base.
Okay, that sounds correct.
So I was guessing we would probably be able to sell it for 180.
That's feasible, yeah. There would be some finagling involved.
I don't want to get too much into the airship modifications right now. We were discussing that earlier, so if that's something you want me to do,
That's
I
up to
can-
those two.
right, that's what I was asking.
Um,
Snarg, Z. Do you want me to upgrade the engines, or I mean, because I can talk
Okay,
with
we
Arch
have two
offline about it later.
options. We have two options. If we're going to be trading over here regularly, um,
Sorry.
stop snorting, Magus. I know we know stuff that's out of character.
I need a drink. I'll be back.
If we're going to be trading over here regularly, then I know you guys were wanting to work on us putting money into the mountain first, although the base facilities are already going to be built. But if we're going to be using this ship as a trading mechanism regularly, I think we need to upgrade it sooner rather than later.
That sounds good to me. I think engines are probably a pretty good investment at this point.
The question is, do we want to use the airship as part of the trade route, or do we want to...
There's going to be large amounts of times that I think we probably won't be touching the airship. So,
I just don't think we should plan on it. It can't be exclusive. We have to have other means of, like wagons and whatnot. So,
yes, but those aren't going to cost nearly the amount of gold as upgrading the engine.
it's true. So
My thought process is we should look at upgrading the engine right now while we have the location, and possibly if we have the monetary finances available to do it, then we should go ahead and look at upgrading it currently, because the money to get, I figure the first couple of trips that we send the airship on around, collecting stuff, will give us the extra finance that we need to get a caravan rolling, and then basically use the airship to jumpstart everything, because the amount of goods that we can transport and the shortened amount of time and the small number of people that we have to use to do this are going to more than, one trade trip for them is going to more than pay for their salaries. So if we do that faster, then we can take the surplus to get the other routes started. Because a caravan is going to employ more people and more maintenance, more upkeep. So I don't think the profits for those are going to be as high. I might be wrong. Magus, am I wrong?
I'm sorry. I probably totally understood that. But I heard...
Profit per trip for airship is greater than profit per trip for a caravan.
Per trip? No.
No.
Per time, yes, because an airship is much, much, much faster. But per trip, no. A caravan can hold plenty of stuff, and it's actually really cheap to get most caravans and whatnot going. So
Okay, but let me restart then, because I don't think you caught what I was saying. A couple, one or two trips with an airship will create enough surplus to get a caravan started.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Also, third, you should check your BattleNet.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
So my suggestion would be to upgrade the airship so that the trips takes less time. Take the surplus from that, get a caravan started, run another couple of trips, get a second caravan started, and etc. until we build up the other trade routes by land. Then once we have enough land trade routes, then we can look at starting to purchase more airships or ships.
There are plenty of naval routes. Whoops.
So, if my calculations are correct, if we were to buy an engine with a 2-point speed increase, It is 960,000 gold for a .7 engine.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Excuse me.
Because you're doubling the multiplier.
For those of you at home wondering why it's so expensive, it's because their ship is so big, and therefore has a rather large power requirement. They actually have a pretty big ship, basically a frigate. If they had like a little personal ship or a ship that could hold like the party, that'd be way, way, way cheaper. So, for reference, that's why. My sister is angry with me.
No, I'm confused. But that's okay. I'm trusting Guido's math.
Okay.
All right, sounds like. Do we have enough to up the engines?
Hold on.
That's a good question. There it is.
We have
960,000 gold, right?
Right. And we have, if we have 6 writs,
hold
that's
on.
600,000.
I can't think while you're talking.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, now. That. Okay. How much gold were we going to get from selling our engine?
Finagling, I can get 180,000.
Let's go and do those rolls like right now. Give me a flat. I want a charisma roll and then a diplomacy roll in that order.
You said charisma, flat charisma?
Mm-hmm.
Can I assist?
Sure. Snarg, would you like to assist?
Sure.
I cannot assist.
Then diplomacy.
Flat charisma, I got
I
a
can assist
10.
on diplomacy, but I cannot assist on charisma.
Snarg.
Charisma. I do not assist on charisma.
And you got a flat 10.
Flat 10.
Okay, so give me the diplomacy then.
I do not assist on diplomacy. Sorry.
I do. I assist on
It's like,
diplomacy.
roll 14.
25.
Roll 14.
I
What
rolled
is it?
4, and then I rolled an 18.
Guido?
25.
Okay, so 27 plus that. Alright, that's going to go ahead and get you 160 grand.
Okay.
Which is a fair price, and also technically worth more than it's worth, under normal circumstances. That was a successful barter, in other words. Just for the sake of my background knowledge, are you doing that in Tau or in Lin? Or in Lin Vectukal? Or anywhere else at all?
We do not have enough money to buy that engine.
No.
No, we
And
need
I don't
2
think-
more grit.
Right. And I don't think upgrading it 1 point.
It is worth it.
Right. If we're going to upgrade it, we need at least 2 or 3 points of increase.
Maybe once the company's more than a week old.
Yeah.
We need a brand new airship engine with our brand new company.
Yeah. We need 2 more writ to be able to upgrade the engine 2 pieces.
Right. So let's not worry about the engines yet. We can figure out some rooms and stuff, but other than that, let's focus on the mountain base.
I don't think we need to currently spend additional money on the mountain base, though, because I do think we need to upgrade these engines sooner rather than later.
Okay. So maybe just some extra armor or something.
Well,
Plenty of
we
things
can upgrade like rooms and stuff in the ship, but I don't think when you said we need to focus on the mountain, I thought you were meaning we need to dump resources into the mountain.
Yeah.
Depending on what the mountain needs, what the Duracost are not providing.
I have no clue.
Right.
Basically,
that's
they're
my
giving
point.
you a big empty mountain.
No, they're not giving us a big empty mountain. They're supposed to be building the facilities.
Yeah.
We got the mountain from the other dude.
That's okay. You totally misunderstand me, so allow me to try again. All of the buildings and architecture and structures are there, but none of the supplies and none of the people.
Okay.
So in a big empty mountain, in other words.
So we'll have an airship dock.
That we
But
can
no-
land in.
That you can
Yeah.
land in, and you can use to do whatever the other thing is. Trading. That's right. You decided you could use it as a trading dock.
We have a
It'll be
trading
set up for
dock
that.
and an engineering dock. Those are the two things we have.
And it'll be set up for that and ready to go in a while. even the lycanthropes can only work so fast. They have been working, like as of now, they are currently working on it.
But it's been
And
like
it will
3
have
days.
lots of facilities, lots of room. Like, I'm not even going to make you keep track of quarters and whatnot because there's no reason to. You will have space to burn. Literally, if you feel like it. No? Okay. You insist. Since we're already thinking about this, it's worth noting that I already decided in my head that Ogren is going to be willing to invest for 1 writ. That's how much he's willing to kick in. Obviously, he has not decided that yet, but I have.
Okay.
So if you want to make a note of that, feel free to do so. Your first investor, maybe not your last.
Did you want me to keep
I
track of
got
that, or you want? Okay. So if I'm in the bazaar, I'm gonna see if there's other trade routes or
Ah, yes.
anything else I can figure out. So
There's dozens of trade routes that you can do. Everywhere.
okay, I'm not gonna take up game time working on that. So
Okay. There are lots of possible trading routes, especially. Well, from what you understand, I'll go ahead and give you this on camera, so to speak. The big hint you're getting in the trade area is that right now the show and the Navarre are having a hideous difficulty trading with each other because they only have basically one land route between each other, and the railway is closed, and that land route is currently under Alluvian occupation. And Alluvia also has airships in that area, so they're kind of cut off completely. Oh, and also they don't share any water bodies between each other. So trade between Navarre in general, it's more like the states, obviously, because the Navarre doesn't exist anymore, and the Show Empire is lucrative and difficult and very well sought after.
okay,
Like, there are people in Osteth who are doing piggyback trade routes through Osteth to trade between them, even though the extra hop means more expense, it's still worth it. So, food for thought.
ooh,
Guido has an evil idea. And how do I know it's evil? Because it's Guido. What if I took the souls of everyone else who's trading and, like, mulched them up and then put it into a powder and drank that, and then I would know all of their trading routes?
would that work?
No. Just because you asked, the answer is no. Oh my god. Okay. So, with all that settled, Sis, what did you want to do shopping-wise? Let's get that over with real quick.
I'm looking for a couple of pieces of gear.
Okay, what would you like? Well, actually, let's start off with something different. Let's say... Well, this is Tau. So this is actually not the most mercantile city in the world. This is the farming capital. However, you rolled well on the find random merchants thing. And by merchants, I mean weavers. So you're going to find 2 empty seats. Oh my god. You find a weaver who is skilled in tailoring and a weaver who is skilled in metalworking. Those are the 2 weavers you have found.
I wear clothy stuff.
Okay. To make clear what I mean by metalworking, I don't mean armor. That would be a blacksmith.
Oh, so that one's going to be jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry and inlays and that kind of thing. Little
Ah.
stuff, little metal stuff.
Okay. Well,
tell Third to hit yes real quick.
Marshall hit yes.
He probably already did.
I already did.
Okay.
I don't know why you told me to tell him to hit yes.
Because it's funnier that way.
He can hear you. So from the metal worker, I am going to seek a... I'm going to consult with my notebook.
Okay.
Hold on.
Good idea. We'll go to black for this. Okay, and now we're back. So, shopping has been done. Trading has been done. Recruiting has been done. And you have two quest hooks. What would you guys like to do now that it is nighttime, April 23rd, in the city of Tau?
Well,
I am basically going to go through and tell Snarg and Guido. I don't remember what his name is. What's the ogre's name?
Oh, Boris of Dreadmole.
So I've got somebody who's supposedly, this is all on the ship, by the way. I've got a name of somebody who's supposedly connected to the exchange, and it was supposedly his idea, although he was lying, to cut loose and head out of places. And I also found out that this person is apparently not the boss, so even though he's an ogre, he may or may not be Bonebreaker. I don't know. If he is Bonebreaker, then Bonebreaker's not the boss, according to Ogren. In other news, Ogren is considering being an investor into our newly founded trading company. So that could be really interesting. He might be willing to sell us some turnips. That would be a good, root vegetables are a good thing to trade. They don't go bad, so we wouldn't have to worry about any kind of real refrigeration with them. Just making sure they're not too moist, cool, dry, dark environment. They should be fine. So our current storage facilities with the lights off would work great to transport turnips. But he's also considering, like I said, financially investing in us, which would be... Well, let's face it, Guido looked into some prices on some ship's engines for us, and we can't afford them yet. So any help we can get would be a good thing. So haven't worked out any deals with him yet. I've got his address. I figure I'll hook up with him in a little bit to work out the details on that. You guys are welcome to come along. God, it took some work to get him to stop pissing his pants all over my room.
Admittedly, Guido was there for that part.
But, so, that's what's going on there. I picked up some trinkets for the guy, for myself. I got some new shoes. They'll help me with the slipping and sliding and stuff that I don't do so well because, doing the acrobatics is not my bestest thing in the world. And then I picked up some trinkets for, some other people. I got Craig a ring of the numbers because he was super jealous of Mock, so I had to get him one too. I got Ogren a ring of the numbers, but not as good of one. But I figured he'd have fun playing with the numbers in his turnips.
Pretty trinkets.
Yeah, I went shopping.
Okay, good. Sounds good. I'm glad that Olgren.
So, anyway, here's what I was thinking. Let's go look up this. What was his name again?
Boris.
Let's go look up this Boris guy. Figure out who the heck he actually is, because I knew everybody over, at the exchange. Basically, I mean, I was there with them when they were still the undermarket. So, let's go figure out who this guy is. Apparently they're having some issues over there. There might be some kind of reward for us helping out with that. It'd be a good place for you to maybe test out some of your new recruits, Snark.
Reminds me. Give me a moment.
I suppose I could, although...
Well, I mean, the least we could do is go and scope out the situation. It won't hurt us any to go help things.
Here's the problem. If we keep financing our own missions, we're going to run out of money real quick. So,
It's true.
The only now it is worth noting, you're absolutely right, but it is worth noting that if you build up some goodwill by financing your own missions for a bit, it might make it easier to get jobs later.
true.
It would
What I'm
certainly
asking-
make it easier for us to establish our reputation, especially if we're going for the independent route. I mean, you guys don't want to pick a fight in the war. I don't really understand why we can't just pick a side. I mean, the Alluvians are obviously evil.
I mean, obviously. I mean, totally. I
That
can't
is
do
Like,
that.
not.
totally.
I'm not.
I
going
know
Valley
I
Girl
can't do
Magus.
that. I can't. I'm trying for your thing, and I don't know how to, so I defaulted to Valley Girl, but I can't do that either.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, do we have enough money to make that feasible right now? So we already
Yes.
have. Okay.
I
well
have
then.
more than enough money in my pockets right now to make
roll.
that feasible for you, Snark.
Your
Okay.
Snarg, you want to take some notes real quick while we're on some trash?
Just hang on.
It's just trash, man. Come on.
Oh, I'm standing in 5 purple zones right now.
Well,
okay.
get out of the 5 purple sets.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Of those 2 squads you just picked up, both of which are missing 1 man. The first one is a sharpshooter squad. I rolled for that, by the way.
Okay.
So you
Well, we already
should
know who's.
attach-
All right. Oh, I have the squad leader already for that.
Yes, that one's just kind of convenient. This other one's interesting. This other one is what I like to call a requisition squad.
So they're thieves,
Yeah, there's a lot of stealth,
treasure hunters.
a lot of, treasure huntery, sneaky, don't get caughty. I believe is the technical term for that squad.
So you need a thief to lead them.
So that's what you get. So you now have a heavy weapons squad, sharpshooter
Sharp-
squad, and a requisition squad.
Yep.
And 2 elites. And I'm just going to start calling them that because that's what my head keeps calling them.
Okay.
Okay. So, what sayest thou, people who are not thee?
No, I'm definitely up for going and finding out what in the world went on with the whole exchange business and this guy who is apparently not Bonebreaker, but sounds a lot like him.
Well, the only thing that I really caught that they had similarities on is they're both ogres.
They are both ogres.
But he did refer to somebody else as the boss. So,
Technically, duh balls. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, because if these people are afraid of us on site, then obviously there is some connection, and I want
I
to
seriously
find out
doubt
what's that's on.
Bonebreaker would ever be afraid of us on site. Augur is just an accountant.
Run!
Yeah, but I mean, there's some reason that he has to be.
Yeah, because he thought we were with Zeiss and probably
We'd come
thought we
back
were
for
seeking revenge.
Or the
I mean,
money.
they did run off with all of the money.
That is true. That is a very valid concern in a criminal organization. When you
Okay.
skip with all of the boss's money. Or at least the guy who says he's the boss.
Did you want to try and get back some of our money?
No.
Well, you are.
Well,
Actually.
yeah, I mean, we're seeking to, establish warm connections with them again and thereby get money back, in a mutually beneficial way. But I'm not going to rob them. That's why would I'm not Zeiss?
We were just trashing him all. Zeiss, whenever you finally watch this, no hard feelings, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, no, really not.
And I feel bad because
your
I know.
character just you went through and pickpocketed the party when you first got with us.
This is true. For those of you who are not aware of the early adventures of Primus, that actually happened.
He did. He stole gold from his own party members.
He
And then
was-
gave it back to us saying that he had kept a thief from stealing from us.
The sad thing is, Zeiss, at least as of right now, has been actively not watching the campaign videos because he doesn't want to spoil what, for him, has not happened yet. So whenever he catches up to this point, I don't even know what point he'll be at.
Okay, so
Okay. So you head to the city. Are
well,
you taking
Guido
the
hasn't
ship?
weighed in yet.
Oh, that's true. I am so sorry, Guido. Go. Weigh in.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was supposed to be weighing in on that.
You're the Lord Captain, dude. This is technically your ship in more ways than one.
I don't think we should take the airship. I'm figuring the airship is probably stuck here for a little while to get supplies. I mean, it needs to be loaded.
If you want to resupply, that's definitely something that can happen. If you want to get up stuff so you can start making
No,
crispy
for the
critters, that's something that can happen too. If you want to get stuff for the caravan, you know what I mean.
Trade route.
The trade route thing, that's definitely also going to be happening. And
I figured
given
that
that you
would-
just set that up, there's going to be a bit of rigmarole involved in that as opposed to
Yeah.
just loading the ship. So that's probably going to take about 2 days, I'd say, just off the top of my head. Of just
And this
Sounds
town
about
is
right.
how far away?
let me pull up the map again real quick. Uga, I said, right?
Yeah.
If you go by foot, you could get there, like, if you didn't sleep tonight. You could get there tomorrow morning.
There's a train, isn't there?
No, the train goes south to Syra. That's where Ogren is from.
Oh, okay.
Uga is to the west, pretty much straight across the plains. Now, it's good terrain and it's roaded, so you'd make good time. I mean, it's literally about maybe a 9-hour journey on foot. Not
Okay,
really
so
that
here's
bad.
my suggestion. Snarg, why don't you, and Guido, are you done with all of your ship stuff, getting that set up? Can it run on its own now, or do you need to be here
Yeah.
for...
No.
Okay, so why don't the three of us split up, go out in town, see if we can catch any rumors on what's going on in such and such town over to the west, to figure out what we're walking into, and then we'll recoup back here in, let's say, an hour, 2 hours.
Okay, so everyone make GI checks.
All right. My requisitions guys.
Yes.
I'll give them a little side mission to help us along with this, since it seems to be their specialty. Yes.
Excellent idea, sir. I was actually wondering if you were going to.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I don't want to use the well, no, let's test the broken dice. Oh, they didn't roll too bad. Why is this not open to Z?
I don't know.
Don't either.
Right.
Okay, my GI check is a 28.
Alright, before I do that, remember that number, sis, okay? Because I'm not going to.
I just left
Um,
my dice on it.
Okay. Snarg,
Yes.
here is one of the ways you can utilize your requisitions group. You may send them off to basically each do an individual check, which it has its obvious benefits and detriments. You can send them all together to coordinate, which has its obvious benefits and detriments. Or you could use them to assist you, which will inevitably give you less information than either of the previous methods, but the
We'll give
odds
you
of-
more detailed information of what you are getting.
Yeah, your overall check is going to be way higher
Yeah.
for whatever you do learn. Up to you.
For this instance, since we're just trying to learn general information, I'm probably going to want to split them up. That way we can hopefully sort out the rumors from the facts.
Okay, so everyone's going to split up. So, Sis, you got a 28. Snarg, would you like to roll
Yeah. Oh,
8 dice for your GI checks?
Well, here we go. Here's mine.
Okay, let's get that out of the way. Hold on.
Yeah, mine is a 16. All right.
Hang on. Okay, Snarg.
Make sure Well, what's their
You-
bonus?
Plus 5 each. We'll just say off the top of my head.
Okay.
AoE. AoE.
One of them gets a natural 20.
Nice.
That's lower than mine. That's not very good. That's even worse. That's almost a natural 20.
Nice.
A couple of these guys are really good. That's almost a natural 20.
Woohoo.
And that's decent. Alright, so I got 7 here. Got a highest, I got 25,
Hang on.
24.
Let me do this in order, because I got to keep my brain organized. So let's do Sis
Okay.
first. So 20 something.
8.
28, thank you. Alright. Sis, you find out, to your amusement, that there are persistent rumors going around that with the increased level of military budget that has recently gone through with regards to...
What the heck is going on here?
Military. We're getting walled in by stupid people who are not doing this properly. It's okay, we still got this. We've only got like 3 left to kill. It's just
Okay, sorry.
it's dumb.
I tabbed back and I was like, what?
Yeah, I know, right? There we go. So big increase to military budget. There's a lot of thought that the Osteth Republic is going to enter the war soon. Now that's the rumor going around, but the fact that you get out of that is the fact that they've increased the military budget substantially. I might add, like tripled.
Okay.
That's very unusual. And because you rolled high enough, you also learned that there is no new like monster or otherwise attacks that would otherwise instigate that. There's nothing else, in other words, that you're aware of that would cause that other than the war. Okay.
Okay.
Snarg, give me your first one. Don't care which one.
All right.
Just give me it.
25.
25 will get you the fact that the local council, and by local I mean the Republic. Really quick, for those of you who do not remember, the Senate, which runs the Osteth Republic, each seat in it is held by one of the mayors of all of the towns across the entire Republic. So every mayor has a say, and every town has a say. So whenever the Senate is called, which is not that often, every single leader of every single town goes. That was called into session 4 or 5 days ago. I'd have to look at my calendar to verify, but pretty recently, and has been in session since, near as you can tell. Next one.
Next one is a 14.
14.
He learns that that store right over there sells really good blackberry stew.
They do. It's really good stuff.
All right. Next one's 12. Next one's 11. I'm doing the same things.
Okay.
Next one's then it's 24, then 23, then 18.
Okay, 24. With a 24, you hear disturbing rumors, and it is just rumors and whisperings of the fact that the Reds have been operating in the area recently.
Okay. Then
Okay.
23.
23 gets you. There's some unsettling talk going around about the fact that Alluvia has basically cut off its borders to all outsiders. Nobody's been able to verify that lately, but yeah.
All right.
And the final one, I'm sorry?
The final one was an 18.
18, that does get you something. We'll give you for 18. There's this really good blackberry stew. No, okay. There is a growing concern among some of the people in the Tau region specifically that the rest of the Republic has been getting too willing to use force rather than diplomacy in its internal affairs and external affairs. And that's getting to the point where people are starting to get concerned enough to be willing to try and run for office, replace the current leadership, etc. Nothing nowhere near as severe as, for example, what Navarre is undergoing right now, which is the equivalent of a civil war.
But they're concerned about like police state and stuff.
Yeah, there's getting some worries. It's just the beginnings of that, though.
Okay.
People
And
are,
I learned about blackberry cobbler or whatever.
Yes, and it's really, really good, and it's so good that as soon as you hear about this yourself, what happens is that particular grunt
Brings some back.
brings
Personally.
some back
Oh, okay.
for everyone to share with everyone. So everyone now gets some blackberry cobbler.
You're
roll
getting a
fortitude.
promotion.
No, I'm kidding. That'd be mean. Guido, did you want to do a GI check through town as well for the hour? Okay, go ahead and roll it. I'll see you're mated.
I rolled a 23.
Okay. I thought you said sure, which is why I interpreted. I was going off a mouth lip movement here. Okay,
Sorry about
23. 23 gets you an interesting rumor about this group called the Blood Fox that's apparently been gaining some... No, I'm kidding.
I assumed I got the same information because you already said 23, so...
No, I'll give you something new.
okay.
You get to hear there's been... In their northern... neighbors, the northern neighbors, the Alarcos state of Navarre, have been having some issues lately, and you don't really have much information, but you do hear that one of the things that happened recently is a new amendment to their constitution, which allows for basically legalized murder as long as it's being done under very specific circumstances. A form of blood sport is what the rumors say, in order to deal with justice difficulties that they've been having in the area recently.
Uh-huh.
And that would be
Okay.
everyone's GI checks. And it is now 11 at night. It is quite late. Everyone is very
So we
tired.
learned absolutely nothing about the town to the west of us.
No. Or rather, yes, you did.
What did we learn?
I'm not telling you.
I. Snarg, Guido, did either of you catch what we learned to this town of the west of us?
Well, general stuff about the whole state, which I suppose could be applied to it. Nothing like specific to that town, did I recall?
Admittedly, technically, there are two things related to that, but only one was I considering just now.
No.
Okay, so we reconvene.
I
And
say we rent a wagon.
That would be quicker.
it would. Let's go.
You find a
Yay.
wagon for less than a gold. If it's Worcester's wiry wagons. He's the only
Wagons
one-
are us.
Wagons are us. He's the only one open this late, and so he prides himself on his midnight service. You got the wagons for you. It's a mite. We got the wagons for you. Would you like a wagon?
Uh-huh.
Wagon? We got wagons so good they'll make your tail a wagon.
Thanks. We'll take one that will fit us.
Oh, right, of course. Don't worry. We love to cater to our Lugian friends. Here you go, big old wagon.
What a racist.
I'm assuming it comes with a horse.
It comes with 3 horses, sir, because you're a Lugian.
Okay.
Because you need 3 horses. You big bastard.
I just wanted to make sure I
so
wasn't
much.
pulling the wagon.
Well, you can if you want. We do have that model available, sir. I know some Lugians prefer that. Weirdos. That is your preference, though, sir.
Okay, so we go
Sorry.
to the town. And that's
All
probably
right.
where we want to cut it off because it's 9:30.
Okay, we'll go ahead and cut it off there.